Hey, how you guys been? Yo, it's been a minute. It's been like, I think like 2 weeks, twice, roughly. It's been a minute. Sorry, I've been working on a bunch of one-on-ones. So I do free therapy, life coach, all that great jazz. Then I'm working on my TikTok stitches. And with that said, I'm on TikTok live. So with that said, off the back, shout out to the Facebook site. What up, Big O Squad? I'm recording myself. I recommend if you go live, don't rely on any of these apps servers, because if someone pulls your live, you have a good session, they keep your live, etc. Otherwise, you lose it. So with that said, use another cell phone, a camera, GoPro, etc. to record yourself. Then Likey Squad, Clubhouse Squad, Twitch, IG. But once again, I'm not live on TikTok because it's the best platform, quote unquote. But it has the most butterfly unicorns on my TikTok account wise. My main account wise, I'm on account warning because it's I don't know if y'all saw it on here wise, but I did a TikTok about OF OnlyFans. I broke it down, functions, etc. wise, and OF make hella money for social media wise. Any female live for the most part offering less skin, etc. makes zillions of dollars. Why? Because the cyber tricks pay them all day, every day. So everyone gets paid, everybody wins, right? Quote unquote. And by me saying that, that's wrong. So they gave me an account warning for saying that. So with that said, nothing against OnlyFans. Making money is, ladies, trust me, you have more money in your lifetime than my lifetime. But with that said, like I said, you're beautiful. BBL cosmetics, awesome, right? But other than that, why it's like, what do you bring to the table as an individual? You're rich and famous, awesome, nice body, all that good stuff, right? But you're still broken, codependent. Used to have my tattoos on my neck, anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, lows, and anger issues. Why? Because you haven't let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. But the positive is, like, tell the 99% of you guys, nice bodies, right? Good looks, quote unquote, dime a dozen. But all that I just told you can't fix it or save you. Only you do it for yourself. And a lot of OFs got in their feelings about that. I'm like, yo, baby girl, why y'all in your feelings? Because the truth hurts, right? And that's why I see OFs on these platforms, they put once again, $1 zillion making content, all the great jazz, right? But when I see like TikToks and IG, Facebook posts, they got depression. I'm in a bad damn depression. But how, baby girl? You beautiful, nice body, $1 zillion fucking dollars. Everyone buying content, but you still have depression. Make that shit make sense. And that's why I tell them, you gotta have support. I say you have to have a support team, but the word have is for to trigger. You should want a support team if you choose to want to. It's your choice. And I say that shit all the time. And by saying that, it's just wrong. Remember this, I'm a red pill, 3D red pill, matrix, 5%er, real red pill talk. Not this, no disrespect to Top G and all of them, but like, that's not red pill, dead ass. All that man versus woman, high value man, all that shit is blue pill talk. All it does is keep you guys at war with each other. All you boys and girls, stay you feel on top of your feelings. A guy can fuck around, because that's what alphas do, right? But his girlfriend can't. In the shitty Spanish culture, our culture as far as it comes to like relationships, shit, Hispanic and Spaniards, 90% boys, Spanish boys can't teach me shit. 1% men, we talking and vibing, because you actually working yourself. 95% Spanish girls can't teach me shit. 5% women, we talking and vibing. It's a high number, right? And I call it the whole universe. Any platform, jump in the mix, jump in the live. Let's have fun with the situation, dead ass. Let's do a pod. Let's do a Zoom call. Have fun with this. Teach me some shit I don't know about life, relationships by yourself, and narcissists, good and bad people, especially in the Spanish culture. Me as an individual, I knock the fuck out of our culture which way. All you women out there that aren't Spanish, Hispanic and Spaniard wise, right? You're Caucasian, black, yellow, purple, etc. You want to date us Spanish boys? Give me an hour at a time, I'll blow your mind. I'll phone you what you're about to get into. Because you're going to deal with especially if they're machista, aka narcissist. And machismo, that's called narcissism in our tongue, but we're not taught about that. That's have a tag on for a reason. I have way more ink therapy come out, because why? They're petty words, but these words are important to us, especially in the Spanish culture, because in our cultures, if I'm the machista, I can fuck around. My girlfriend can't. I can look past boundaries in front of her face, and she can't say shit. I can sleep around, be the man who I am, right? And she can't do shit. She has to be a nun. And the Spanish women will stay there like dummies all day, every day. That shit sucks. She'll stay there like her mom did, her auntie did, grandma did, great grandma did. And you see your grandpa fucking around, you see your uncles fucking around, but they love God, they go to church, all that good shit, right? So tell people, yo, deadass, just because you go to church, talk about God, fucking preach, and you be the fucking pastor, does not make you a godly good person. That's why, as an individual, see, that's how I say that, as an individual, you live godly, 10 commandments, Jesus, like, as an individual, you blessed. But what about your partner? What about your kids? What about your parents? Are they doing what you're doing? Are they matching energy or are they taking energy? That's the question. So I tell people everything starts with you as an individual. If not, be people pleaser, roll with the crowd, go for it. Be in those toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. I don't miss none of those relationships at all. Myself as an individual, I just turned 42, right? 18 at heart. But at 30 years old, went through a bad breakup. People call me crazy, especially in Spanish culture, especially Eastern Washington, Yakima Valley, where I'm from, right? Born and raised, but my real home is Seattle, west side, the best side. I'm considered crazy. Like, yo, we went through a breakup and that girl made you crazy. I'm like, why? Because I started doing tattoos. And the only reason why I did tattoos as an individual was is because back in the day, a man's voice was powerful. Yo, it's not fucking 1950s anymore. It's 2023. You know whose voice is powerful? Deadass? Females. You women run the show. Physically, cosmetically, and verbally. Any female takes any of my TikToks, anything I just say, any of my tattoos, makes a TikTok and she talks about it, she'll have zillions of likes, a lot of viewers, and so on and so on. But here's the kicker. I tell all females, take my content, but can you elaborate why you're saying what you're saying? No, but you can take it, because that's like on TikTok. And all these platforms, you have people that do like voiceovers and shit, like, and their numbers are fucking hella high, right? Hella high. But they're doing voiceovers and they can't teach you shit at all. Like, A for effort, awesome. You know, that's cool, making number, you know, your money numbers, etc. wise. But can you actually teach me something in life? That's the question. If you can't teach me shit in life, then what? So I tell the females, like, potentials to be, like, look at the way I speak, look at my platforms, judge me. Brown person with tattoos, and people, oh no, only God can judge bullshit. Everybody judges. I judge everybody, and then I read you. So with that said, brown person with tattoos, what do you think? Automatically, gangbanger, mafioso, drug dealer, right? You have the right to do that all day, every day. It don't hurt my feelings. I want you to judge me. Now read me. How do I talk? How do I function? Do I talk about gang, mafiosos, jalapenos, cartels, all this bullshit, you know, Aztec, Incas, shit that's irrelevant? None of the above. Go to all my platforms. I just focus on you as an individual. What's up with you? How's your life? How's your family? How's your health? How's your mental health? How are you doing up here? That's what I care about. So with that said, that's why I say what I said to my last dying breath. And that's why I keep doing my lives. I've been doing this for almost 3 years now, right? And I almost said to my last dying breath because making therapy is a map to life. It makes it so easy as hell. Remember, that's on you. I make it sound easy because I had a support team. My 10 of life was 3 years ago. I went through a bad breakup. And that's the only reason why life became hard for all you boys and girls. And when I say this, all you adult high schoolers, just because you're 60 years old doesn't make you an adult. If you're still being in toxic relationships, you're still being the alpha macho narcissist that you are, that you're destroying people verbally and physically, then you're called, and I call you as an adult teenager, I take it back, adult high schooler. You never grew up. And just because you're a parent doesn't make you a parent. You're a person that, you're an adult that had kids. But if you can't do parenting correctly, and don't get me wrong, we all have our flaws. You know, we're still learning shit. Behind the screen, if you don't know who I am, I'm a single father of 8 kids, 2 baby moms. So if I'm with you, I'll do long term. First baby mom, 3 daughters. About to be 21 this year, 19 and 13. That's 12 years of my life, right? My second baby mom's, first one Latina, second Hispanic. 7 years, 5 boys, and they're just turned 11, turned 9, the other one's about to turn 8, going on 6, and then going on 4. So with that said, like, I can teach you about parenting. First and foremost, remember this: kids nor marriage can guarantee a long-term healthy relationship at all. Can't. Capital fucking C. Remember that. So y'all watch these flicks, all you teenagers and shit, all you young cats, even if you're older, you have no kids. It's not like the movies, man. It'd be beautiful like the movies, romance, your love story. Like, I grew up with that shit. You know, Titanic, all that. It's a fucking beautiful concept. The downfall is, it's far from the situation. If you don't know anything about empathy and narcissists, good and bad people, how we function spiritually, emotionally, mentally as beings, as individuals, that I promise you every which way in relationships you're going to get destroyed. Typically, I'm going to tell you now, keep it 1,000. Women ain't the issue, it's us men. Us men are more narcissistic, communication, no comprehension. Females are more empathetic, communication, and comprehension. Welcome to war. Welcome to Opposite Attract, all that corny shit. That's why guys fuck around. Because why? Why can't I say guys? Boys fuck around. Because why? And once again, when I say boys and girls, from the age of fucking 10 years old to fucking 100 years old, it's about the maturity level. Where do you set up mentally up here? That's the shit. If you can't control your narcissist trait, the bad side of you, which is what? Which I have a time of reason. Decide hate, narcissist, pride, ego, I'm going to put lust, power, and greed. That's your narcissist traits. Everyone in the universe has narcissist traits. Everybody. Your daddy, your grandpa, priest, bishop, everybody does. You know why? In my forehead, Bible talk, Genesis 2:16-17. That's the answer I was looking for in the Bible, because the Bible is the original book of the universe, right? Whatever your God is, etc., all the good stuff. So that's when all of us got BPD empathy. Why? Because in that passage, God told Adam, yo, check out, baby boy. You can eat from all over the world, wherever you want to. Any garden you want to. But you see right there, the Garden of Eden, that specific tree, the tree of knowledge, that's the tree you don't touch. Because if you touched it, eat from there, you would certainly die, but it's an analogy. That's how time of reason. That's why everyone's got BPD. I'm going to get that shit tat on me. To trigger the universe. Trigger all therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, and psychologists. When they say that's not true, you got to take a test, a man-made test. So tell me this, if I call you a bitch, and I don't eat from Adams, and I call your mom a bitch, and I don't eat from Adams, and I trigger you, and in your feelings, you want to fight me, and I don't know you, then your BPD kicked in, your narcissist traits, hate, pride, ego, over a word, and I don't know you, the best out of you. See? Everyone's got that shit. The intent is to control the best as. I could destroy 95% of the universe with petty words. Petty words, because to me, words ain't shit to me. They're just words and that's all. But behind the screen, if I called you a bitch and I don't eat from Adams, that means you're struggling. You watch my TikToks, you hear my podcast, and I get you in your feelings, and I don't know you from Adams, you're struggling in life. Imagine the people you do know in real life. That shit sucks. Your mother talks shit, your mom calls you a bitch, your dad calls you a bitch, your brother calls you a bitch, your ex calls you a bitch. You get in your feelings some type of way, right? And now I did that to you, and I'm just bullshit behind the screen, and you get in your feelings, you are struggling over fucking words. But the only reason why, because people don't elaborate this shit, why? Because you have many owners of the word bitch, ugly, fat, stupid, you ain't shit. Whoever hurt you with those words and destroyed you with those words in your mansion, each individual adds a door of pain. That's why if you don't work on yourself, you're going to be struggling for a very long time. Dead ass. It took me, in this lifetime, it took me 30 years of my life. I just turned 42. So as an individual, the last 3 years of my life, no toxicity by my side, no toxic environment, co-parenting, best dad. I'm fucking blessed in life. I love life to the fullest. I love the whole universe. I have nothing against nobody. All you blue pillars, 2D super blue pillars, which I'm going to get that tied on my wrists to call you out. You guys worry about what? Man-made bullshit. You debate about, which quote-unquote is red pill, race, religion, politics, COVID, man versus woman, high value man, what color is your Bugatti, drugs, alcohol, pills. That's man-made bullshit. That's blue pillars talk. That makes money, entertainment, and does what to you guys? Keeps you feeling top of your feelings. You won't ever evolve in life. You could be high value, man. You could be fucking Justin Bieber and Selena and Haley and shit. All the money in the fucking universe for them, right? When they sleeping, remember this, everyone that's rich and famous, no matter what category, actor, drug dealer, I don't give a fuck. They're making 6-figure plus. When they sleeping, they're getting paid. We sleeping, we ain't getting shit, and we're living life, we ain't getting shit. We're scraping by paycheck to paycheck, right? But here's the best part. You watch those toxic relationships, and you guys feel sorry for them, right? But you live those toxic relationships, you in it, and you're not getting paid, you don't make $1 off it, and you live in it. So why feel sorry for them? Why don't you feel sorry for yourself? You got a toxic boyfriend growing by your side? Why are you there? Why do you watch all those corny ass shows? You live in that life. They're making money off the same feelings you have, and you're there supporting them for what fucking reason? Make that shit make sense. That's like my ex's wise. Especially my first baby mom. When I watch all those fucking Love and Basketball and all those, not the show, I mean not the like the movie flick wise, but I'm talking like the series, whatever, the show, all that shit, Love and Hip Hop, all that. It's like I tell them like, yo, we live in the life. You're there like I am, a person from the streets mentality wise, toxic as hell, and then you're gonna get mad. You wanna watch it together, right? Quote unquote. And when I call you out, I call you out, that's you. What? You see how she's acting? That's you. You see how he's acting? That's you. And you just fuck it out. I hate watching shit with you. Why? Because the damn truth. We're living that. I go, why aren't you and I on that show? Let's grab a cell phone and start recording ourselves. We live that life. You're toxic as fuck. Everyone's a bullshit, and that's it. And that's how I tell people. You should focus on yourself. Stop focusing on other vendors, especially movie stars. Yo, they're making zillions of dollars of the exact same feelings you're going through. And here's the best part: they have all the money, power, and fame, and they're still like you, broken, codependent, still in toxic relationship. And it's called. And remember, love doesn't hurt at all. Love is fucking beautiful, healing, soothing, care about type of shit. You know what hurts, kids? Fucking toxic love. What is toxic love? When you love somebody that doesn't love you back. Welcome to toxic love. And that's why toxic love hurts, pain hurts, overthinking, and the cherry on top, insomnia. Why the fuck can't you go to sleep every night? But you're rich and famous, you got OnlyFans, you're beautiful, you have a nice body, you work out, etc. You're a fucking gym brat, but you can't go to sleep. Make that shit make sense. That's why you gotta work on yourself. If you don't work on yourself, I promise you 1,000, you're not gonna evolve in life. And if you do, you'll be like fucking like a lot of our parents and grandparents, 50, 60, 80 years old. Finally figured it out. Damn, it took you that long. That's why as an individual, I'm blessed. In this lifetime, once again, it took me 39 years of my life. I live life to the fullest. Every day above ground, I tell the same exact story, word for fucking word. Because what do? What did I choose to do 3 years ago? Fall back, work on myself, do self accountability. Why my relationship failed? What was my flaws? What were my ex's flaws? What was all my ex's flaws? You know, because if you don't work on yourself, I promise you 1,000. When you go to the next relationship, especially boys, aka men, quote unquote, when they go body hopping, that's a red flag. When you see someone fucking body hopping, you're doing it, your friend's doing it, you know, your cousin, whoever the situation is, that is the person that's broken, codependent. Why? Because they're scared to be alone. They do not want to work on themselves. The downfall about that situation is they're going to destroy people by their side. The new partner, boom, going to destroy how so? Because they didn't take time to work on themselves. If you don't, that's what females are better at doing what? The healing awakening journey. They fall back and do what? Self-love. Yeah, date yourself again. Boys can't do that shit because why? They're fucking scared to work on themselves. Dead ass. Bro, codependent. And they bring all the toxicity with them. That's why a lot of us self-sabotage relationships, especially men. Where we drop that corny ass comment, right? You just say you have a new partner, right? I'm just body hopping. I don't take time to heal. I go on my next relationship. All that good shit, right? And what am I doing? Get in a fucking argument. Drop that corny ass comment. Ready for kids? You're just like my ex. Oh, you hear that shit? Your shit's over. It's already over. Why? Because your new partner, let's say I had a girlfriend, right? She's comparing herself to my ex. She's in competition with my ex-wives, and that's very unjust. Because what I do, typically, what do we do with boys and girls that don't work on ourselves? You're body hopping. You fucking throw a sob story, play the role of victim, makes this and this and this. Like, yeah, maybe she did do that to you. He or she did, right? But what did you do to them? No one's perfect, have her flaws. Everyone has her flaws. But you won't say that because that makes you look bad. That's why it's a red flag. That's why when you talk to somebody, your potential to be wise, and they're bitching about their ex all that shit, trying to play a sob story and shit, ask them, okay, I hear where you're coming from. You know, she did that to you. What did you do to her? What? Everyone has flaws. And when I didn't do nothing. I was like, nah, no one's perfect, man. We have flaws. So with that said, especially as men, especially as fucking men, that's the way ladies got to be very good. Me, individual, I just focus on women. The boys, fuck your feelings. The men, you can reach out to me. Make a comment, DM, etc. We talking and vibing. But the boys, I don't give a shit about your feelings. By me saying that doesn't trigger you. Why? I use my narcissist trait, the bad side of me. Lucifer side, first I'm sour. Fuck your feelings. Then I'm sweet. Let me tell you what I'm saying. I elaborate. God side, empath side. I have it on me for a reason. Because that's the only way to get your attention. Because it's 2023, kids. It's not fucking 1950s. It's not Jesus times. Where Jesus times, there is more what? Love and respect for the most part. And we can actually have a raw, open mind conversation. 2023, no. Being nice does not get attention. Especially as a fucking man. Deadass. I've been nice for 2.5 years on these platforms. Bite my tongue. Watch my words. And what are my numbers? My numbers ain't shit. Deadass. But do I worry about numbers? No, I don't. But if I want to get your attention, I have to use my narcissist traits. Deadass. Why are my numbers climbing on all these platforms? Because I'm being blunt to the fullest. Boys are in the feelings, especially Spanish boy. I call it, once again, the whole universe. All you Hispanic, Latino, Spaniard boys, you can't teach me shit. Grab your daddy, your grandpa, uncles, brothers. Tag them in. If you can't speak them for yourself, get a translator. Grab them. They can reach out to me. Let's jump on the live. Let's have fun with this. You can't teach me anything about our shitty culture. Fuck no. And then the Spanish women, that's what they get in the feelings. Why they need to DM me? They be like, damn. That's you, hermana, queen sister. You're going through that shit. Why? If the nigga's toxic, he's broken, you go to church, it doesn't matter you go to church. I go to church for 1 hour. Listen there, I'm the machista, the alpha machista narcissist, energy vampire that I am, right? The boy that I am, right? So I go to church with my girl and my kids, right? Because a lot of people do this bullshit. So I believe in my head for 1 hour, 2 hours, I'm an angel. I tell the priest my sins and I'm cleansed for 1 hour. But as soon as I leave the church, I'm verbally, physically whooping my girlfriend's ass, right? To pay attention to my kids as in our shitty Spanish culture, especially when it comes to relationships and fucking families and bullshit, right? I'm a fucking doing burger shit, crack alcoholic, right? And I'm fucking smashing my girlfriend's sister, cousin, and her mother because I love her and I love God. And everyone in the family, this is called machismo, narcissism. In our family knows I'm a manhole and no one says shit. The boys don't say shit, so we support each other, and the females can't say shit. They talk amongst each other, but they're all there. The auntie's there, the fucking cousin's there, your sister's there, your grandma's there. Let's say, fuck that shit. If you want to live those toxic relationships, I pray for you, and that's it. I go on my day. And that's why you ladies fucking, that's why I tell people, we focus on negative bullshit, right? Which you call what? Oh, look at the devil's around. Yeah, the devil's fucking everywhere. He's a beast of what he does, but remember, he didn't put a gun to our head. We have what? Free will. Every day above ground, you can do whatever you want to do. What? I got choices? You got choices. Tomorrow you wake up, you can be happy, hateful, bitter, drugs, pills, off your dome, off anyone's dome. That is your choice. God gave us free will. So with that said, when you comprehend that shit, why are you with toxicity? You are the elusive disciple. You know that, right? No one's perfect. We have our flaws, but you know, I tell people, talk to yourself. Are you more good than bad or more bad than good? If you're more good than bad and your partner's more bad than good, why are you with them? Because of kids? Because of religion? Because of culture? Because of love? Because of time and emotions? Then stay there. Stay there like I did, like a lot of us did. Especially, once again, I like to say the Spanish culture and our shitty culture. That's why I say all the time, I want her with a Spanish girl, a Hispanic Spaniard, a Spanish woman, Hispanic Spaniard. If she's working on herself, if she's speaking what I'm speaking. If she doesn't, I'm too much for her. I'll be your friend associate. I tell females all the time, my one-on-ones. The girls in my DMs, look at the way you speak, look at the way you speak. Look at your platform, look at my platforms. This is a resume, you know that, right? So with that said, does your platform compare to my platform? Do you speak like I speak? Because remember this for all you behind the screen. You can't fix, change, or save nobody. You can't fix your kids, your parents, nobody. Not even your partner. At all. All we can do for each other is heal, guide, support, uplift, for one show my love to each other. That's all we can do for each other. The only person that can fix, change, save you is you, the person in the mirror. No drugs, no pills, no fucking bottles. Therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists, and the cherry on top for all you religious people. God. What? God can't fix you or save you. If that's true, right? If that's true, all of us pray right now, right? If you're crackhead, alcoholic, tweakers, and toxic relationships, pray right now that God's going to fix you and save you. So tomorrow when you wake up above ground, you're blessed, out of the toxic relationship, you're not a crackhead, you're not an alcoholic, tweaker, you don't have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicide, thoughts, low stuff with the issues. You fucking a Care Bear now. You're on my level. Top of a mountain chill with God lose for love and life. Observing all these blue pillars and quote-unquote red pillars that are in their feelings and toxic relationship. You see everything around you like the Matrix. All see square and circles. Empath and narcissist, good and bad people. But that's all of us. Everyone's got BPD, empathy. But here's the kicker. Can you control your narcissist traits? Can you work on yourself? Deadass, I get tired, which I'm going to do TikTok. I'm going to trigger a lot of people with this shit. I won't post it on TikTok because I'll probably get pulled for it. But these other platforms, fuck yeah. My YouTube channel, Spotify, oh yeah. My fucking Rumble, oh yeah. So anytime I see all these males and females, especially young generation, if you're 30 and under, I just like hearing the Showtime, oh, you know, it sucks having BPD, bipolar, borderline personality, and empathy. And they play the role of fucking victim, it can't be relations, all this bullshit. I'm like, baby girl, baby boy, everyone got that shit. Everyone has child trauma. Now, here's the kicker, the question. Have you worked on yourself? Because if you haven't worked on yourself and you know you have all that shit going, toxicity, why are you involved in relationships? You know you can't be in one. Oh, yes, we all want a physical touch. We want to be kissed, held, hugged. Yes, we want that, but are you ready for that? If you're, once again, if you're dealing with a person more empathetic that actually shows love and respect for the most part, who typically gives that, boys and girls? Women. Us men are shit. We know how to work on ourselves, and that's it. Dead ass garbage. Why am I saying what I'm saying? So with that said, if I'm ready for a relationship, I'm fucking headed towards everything, is she ready for it? And be, oh, well, I think, well, that's why I wanted to get a relationship and the shit falls apart and it goes to toxic. Well, I thought we were going to be good. Well, thinking is not knowing. You got to know you're fucking good. On both sides. That's why I tell people the intent to match each other's energy, level, standards, and love language. If you don't match that shit, enjoy your hell on earth. Enjoy going to home with your toxic partner. You're both talk to each other. And I pray for you and that's it. I was you. When you gotta, the intent, your home is to be your peace, your temple, fucking your heaven on earth. When you go home see your partner and kids, your family, quote unquote, then you should be happy, you should be ecstatic every fucking day of your life. No one's perfect, we have flaws, yes. But you as an individual, when you fall back working yourself, then you know I'm blessed. I am blessed individual. And the intent of my potential partner to be by my side, she's on that level. Because I don't want to be the toxic, like I tell people, by my side, I want to have a female. You know, once again, 18 to fucking 100 years old, it's maturity level wise. I want to have a girl by my side. If she's grown codependent, she has all this going on my neck. The answer to life for everybody. She starts anxiety, depression, all that shit. I'll be, yo, baby girl, I'll be your friend associate. I will not be your partner. I can't fix her state. I can pick you up 1,000 times as your friend associate, not as a partner. All you gotta, once again, you're in toxic relationships, to bounce back is going to be fucking hella hard. And when infidelity happens, the antagonist, jaded antagonist, can start with the phone. Now they all, you know, It happens all generations, but 30 and under, this cell phone is your fucking kryptonite. I have it on my tatted for a reason, because you do the entanglements. Why? Because it's premeditated. I'm going to get tatted above it. Choice, because you chose to do that. Deadass. Everyone that cheats, you chose that shit. Because why? You felt to less. Especially boys. Why? Because you have no fucking self-will. There's the answer for everybody. Oh, men cheat. But why do they cheat? Because that's men. Biology. The Bible. All the kings. Fuck your bullshit excuses. The answer is you felt to less. Because that's your narcissist trait. The bastard, you don't know how to control it. Because you have no self-will. Which I'm going to get that shit tatted on me. So when all these boys see it, that's what it is. That's why you're a manhole. Because you have no self-will. You're a broken codependent. You are scared to be alone. So with that said, why are you selling dreams? Oh my gosh, you know the answer to that, boys and girls, especially boys? Because that bad side of you, Lucifer side, hate, pride, ego, I'm going to tell above, lust, power, and greed. That's all you. You chose for that. You can't be loyal in a relationship. You don't have to. You can't be loyal to yourself. So why aren't you in a poly, open, swinger, fucking, benefits relationships? But then they get in the feelings, well, I could fucking be a manhole, but my girlfriend, she can't be fucking be sleeping around. There's your pride ego. I'm the slave master. Be the man hoe. She's a slave. She gotta stay dedicated. Make that shit make sense. Now you ladies that are fucking those relationships, I pray for you and that's it. I don't feel narcissist traits. My bad side. All the bad side. I don't feel sorry for you at all. No empathy. No sympathy. I do that to trigger you. Like, what the fuck? That's mean. It is mean, right? But I get your attention. Why the fuck are you there? If you know you deserve better and you know you want better, then why don't you move on? I get if you're trauma bonded, you're bone codependent, trauma bonds suck. Because why? In your head, I need him in my life. Right? Even though he's fucking around being a manhole, etc., what are you doing? Gaslighting yourself. How so? Because you hope, plan, pray your partner changes. That he does better. Keep hoping, planning, and praying for fucking years to be, babies to be, marriages to be. And remember this. Everyone behind the screen, and tell me you comprehend this shit. Which I'm once again, all this shit I'm telling you, get tatted on my body. Nobody can get nor buy back what? Love, time, and emotions. When you comprehend that shit, why are you there? Why are you wasting your love, time, and emotions on wrong individuals, especially wrong potentials? If you know 1,000 when you're working yourself, you can't fix it or save them. Why are you involved with them? Be their friend associates and that's it. But I get it. You start catching feelings. Like I was telling Seattle from females, the women. All I need is 10 seconds. Dead ass. What? Any female universe, I don't give a fuck. From $0 to your pocket to $1 trillion in your pocket. 0 to 3 seconds, we talk, hey, what's up, miss? How you doing, mom? How's it going? Love, respect, right? 0 to 5 seconds, hey, miss, how's it going? Lock eyes a little bit, smile, love, respect. But 0 to 10 seconds, it's over. Like the vampire flicks. The human, right? I'm the vampire, right? I cannot go into her household until she invites me in. So when we lock 10 seconds, lock eyes for 10 seconds, she gave me the green light. I can go and do whatever I want with that. I can surpass boundaries, evolve to more, because like the movies, everything doesn't exist. It's her and I, and that's it. Now, what am I gonna do with that? That's how I did my shit. What up, Dre? How you doing, bro? How's it going? Whatchamacallit? How did I do that shit in Seattle? No bragging rights, but once again, I talk about the whole phase, all the shit in my life, right? To tell a story, to forewarn you. Because people talk about the whole phases. A man can do it. That's normal. Biology, all that fucking blue pill talk. There ain't no fucking red pill talk, right? So with that said, a lot of us guys do the whole phase, right? Because once again, biology bullshit, and we don't give a fuck. We're rolling, right? But me as an individual, right? This is back in 2011. No social media, no phone. I had a smartphone, right? But I have no MySpace. I had no fucking Facebook. So if I talk to a female or a female talk to I, we have to know each other or have a real conversation. All you little boys and girls, what's your IG, what's your Snap, what's your Facebook? Y'all fucking scared to talk to each other. Hey, can we make the world a better place? Oh, we can most definitely. As individuals, you can. How so? So, by the way, I'm doing this, right? I'm just talking to vibing. I got my little cheat sheet here. I got to actually ask questions from my followers and then from my, my one-on-ones. But with that said, so I'm on all these platforms. So on my site, on IG site, Dre Baby asked, how can we make the world a better place? Awesome fucking question. Here's the answer to that. As an individual, remember this. I always emphasize as individuals. You can't say, oh, I had Hispanics, blacks, Latinos, Dominic. Nope. As an individual, all we can do for each other is, we heal, guide, support, or live for one show my love to each other. And then from there, as we guide people, etc. wise. If you see your boy, your homegirl, people doing bad, guide and forewarn them, like, yo, what you doing is wrong. I don't go fuck, call everybody out. Like, you're cheating, why are you with her? Well, we got kids. Awesome. Have you heard of co-parenting? Yes, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck balls most definitely, but here's the kicker. it's already over. You already destroyed her. Because once again, I tell people, once in relationship deaths, when someone cheats, it's over. If you want to try to make it work, I pray for you, and that's it. I go on my day. Because then what you're doing is you're going to accept people in life. What's accepting people in life? That you pray and plan to hope to change your way. So they cheated, and you live with that. And 2 seconds, I'm going to throw my dog outside. Oreo, let's do this, dude. Come on, let's go. Sorry, guys. But you pray plan they change your ways, and that's which I'm gonna do a question about that in a minute. But that's a big risk. But as individuals, we just guide each other. Deadass. When you see someone down, you pick them up. Don't matter if they're fucking the person at the gas station, wherever. If you see someone down, hey, simple fucking questions. I do that with everyone in the universe. I go to Seattle, the farmers market, here locally. What's up? How you doing? How's it going? How's life? How's family? How's work coming along? And they'd be like, that's a lot of questions. I was like, well, I just make sure you're good and straight. Everyone goes to shit in life. Sometimes we have bad days, and boom. And then from there, remember, everything starts with a simple conversation. It can evolve from a friendship to platonic to whatever, potential relationship, right? Potential-wise. And that's how you started. Just simple conversations, fucking simple questions. That's what I'm saying when I did my benefit in Seattle in 2011, no bragging rights. I had to talk to every female. She had to talk to, like, etc-wise. None of this corny shit on the stupid cell phone. If you worried about the cell phone, deadass, your relationship's over. If you keep it relationship-wise and you worry the cell phone, that's your personal insecurities. It sucks your ex cheat on you. But with that said, once again, that's out of town reason. You worry about this, it's over. Judge me and read me. Remember this. Death for everyone in the universe. If I'm talking to a female, right, a potential to be wise, and I'm talking to her, right, we're going to date set wise, but every female that passes by, I'm gawking, scoping them out. Why? If I'm on a date with her, why am I saying other females? Then I let you know, guess what? I can promiscuous wise, right? So judge me, body language, facial expression, tone of voice, where are my eyes going, etc. wise. But a lot of people accept people like, well, that's guys. Cool. Accept people in life, and all you do in reality is when a scenario, if I have a girlfriend, right? Everything's good. She's beautiful. I don't give a fuck. Me as an individual, fuck have your own fans, make your money. I don't give a fuck about that, right? But with that said, she get beautiful, OF, money, etc. wise. But though, let's say scenario like she was like, I don't know, jealous, controlling. That's the only thing that bothered her about me is she's jealous, controlling. So every time they tell me, yo, Rito, everyone tells me on social media, in the streets, whatever, you and your girl blessed, you're like a happy couple. You guys are like a power couple. I'll be like, what am I to say? Yeah, no, everything's good about her. Oh, she got her money. She's blessed. But the only thing I dislike about her that, she's jealous, controlling. So I tell all of you on social media scenario, I tell everybody locally, that's what I say, but she's jealous, controlling. So what am I doing? I'm doing the but lines. So I'm accepting her life. So if I knew scenario 30 days in, that in the beginning she lied to me, right? Because a lot of us in the beginning we lie. When I jealous, control, all that shit, and boom. True colors come out, now she's jealous, controlling, right? But I knew that 30 days in that she's jealous, controlling. And that's the only thing that bothers me about everything else is good. TLC, communication, comprehension, we're talking and vibing, but every time just like, damn. Because me, an individual, I'm on social media. 90% of my followers on these platforms are females. I'm doing a lot of one-on-one Zoom calls, phone calls. So obviously if she's jealous, controlling, it's going to bother. She's going to assume that I'm always passing boundaries. I tell everyone in the universe, yo, in the love respectful manner, no passing boundaries, showing no respect to you. I love you for being you and don't give up. You're a beautiful individual inside and outside. Just keep working on yourself. And that bothers her, which if she's jealous, controlling, will bother her because she'll be like, well, you tell every female you talk to, you love and respect them. What's the difference between her and I? I am with you. I am laying down with you. It's you and I. When I tell you I love you, it's obviously deep love to you because it's you and I and that's it. 1,000. These females show love respect them because obviously it feels good to have someone tell you I love you. You're doing good. Don't give up. It fucking feels hella good, right? Especially you hugs, all that good shit. That's why you have friendly hugs and you have passing boundary hugs. Fucking locking eyes, all that good shit. That's why that's called what? Emotional cheating. If you can't control your narcissistic traits, you're gonna fucking be cheating left to right. That's why boys can't do that shit because they don't know how to. That's why you see all these guys who have the females, right? The partners, beautiful on point, right? And they're fucking laying down with anybody around them. And the females stay there praying, planning, hoping. Because why? Because religion makes them stay there. Because the culture makes them stay there. Because they have kids. All that corny shit. All the excuses in life to stay there. And they deserve better. And they know they deserve. Everyone tells them. But the downfall of the situation is, I tell people, if you don't know what a trauma bond is, then you're stuck like Chuck. That's why the cool thing about technology nowadays, if you're 30 and under, this phone, go to TikTok. The best platform to learn about all this shit I'm talking about, which I'm going to all the chat on me, search bar, TikTok, type in trauma bonds. If you're stuck on them, guess what? Analogy. If I have a girlfriend, right, and she's, I'm shit on her being the manhole, the narcissist that I am, I set up my narcissist traits, all that good shit, right? Spanish culture, machismo, machista. Then guess what? I am the slave master. I own her. She's a slave. She won't ever leave me. And that's why she's got to do, you women got to do what we're trying to leave me. The first part, the physical part, cause I could threaten you wise. I could do whatever, whatever I want, etc. Right? And that's it, when you do leave me, that's the first part of freedom, is the physical part, right? You left me finally. But here's the second hardest part. And this is where the trauma bond kicks in. She's got to leave me spiritually, emotionally, mentally. She's got to let me go. If she doesn't let me go, she can fucking move to fucking Pluto, right? And all I got to do is her, because I know I own her. My narcissist trait come out. Text her, especially when we have kids. Babe, I miss you. Let's be a family again. I fucked up. And she hasn't let me go. Guess what's going to happen more likely? She's going to take me back 1,000 fucking times. A lot of us do that in the toxic relationship. I did that shit. Fuck that shit. That is so unjust. And remember this, you cannot get nor buy back love, time, and emotions when you comprehend that shit. Why are you involved with nobody's that shouldn't be by your side? But I get it once again. If you're stuck on a trauma bond, you'll be there for many, many years to be. Many, many years to be. That's why I say you have to have a support team. You should want to have a support team. Because everyone that's a support team, they're all your therapists, counselors. They'll pick you up when you're down. But at the end of the day and the night, you got to deal with yourself. That person in the mirror. The real world in the universe, dead ass. Like, I'm with that riddle tat in my rib cage where Jesus got stabbed. The riddle for the whole universe. Who's the problem? The person in the mirror, the person looking in the mirror. When you comprehend the riddle and you comprehend that you're the issue, why are you in battle with yourself? Why can't you get your life back? A lot of us are looking for what? Happiness and love in people and man-made bullshit. You can buy all the Gucci and Prada, BBLs, travel the fucking universe. But guess what? At the end of the night, you used to have what? Toxic love, pain, overthinking, insomnia. Why can't you go to sleep? You have everything. Everything. Buy all the shit you want. You get all these rich people. All the money, power, all the shit. Males, females. Still the same feelings you have. And that's the shit. Because when you work on yourself, eventually you will comprehend this. That true happiness, unconditional love starts with who? The person in the mirror, first and foremost. The only person you need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation from is who? You. The person in the mirror. Not from your parents. Not from your kids, not from your partner, not from nobody in the fucking universe. This is your life. Not your daddy's, not your kids, not your life. So what are you going to do with it? That's the shit. Everything starts with you. Every day above ground, what are you going to do with life? And no one's perfect. We have our flaws, depression. I get that. So what are you going to do tomorrow when you wake above ground to make your day a little bit better? A little bit to progress in life. And if you keep focusing on the fucking negativity shit, I'm going to talk to you later. Maxie bugging me. All that negative shit for your individual analogy, that is your health. Your health. Your hell on earth as an individual. So why don't you start focusing to make your life better by doing what? Anything that's positive in your life. When you wake above ground, another day of life, you pray. Cool. Hell yeah, if you pray, right? You're happy to see your kiddos. You're happy to say you have a good partner. You're happy to see your partner, right? Let's say you don't. Let's say you're in a toxic relationship. Fuck, I gotta deal with him or her. Like, God, I'm still laying down with them. Or let's say separate fucking rooms and shit. That's your hell nerd, but try not to focus on them until you get that shit figured out. Focus on positivity. Cool. At least when I go to work, I have a good crew there, good bosses, good coworkers. That is called what? Analogy. That is your heaven on earth. A lot of religious people are brainwashed that when you die, heaven, all that good stuff, which is cool, positive. But a lot of us focus like, well, shit. The universe is bad. All this war, all these gangs, all these mafias, crackheads everywhere and shit. These toxic relationships. Like, God, take me, tomorrow, we pray that tomorrow don't wake me up. I don't want to wake up. Just, I'm done with the situation, right? Maybe the next lifetime will be better. So you're praying and planning, hoping you don't make it, so you go to heaven. But did you know that you can make every day above ground your heaven on earth around you, at home, at work? Anybody that makes you happy, anything that makes you happy as an individual, that is your heaven on earth. So why don't you focus on positivity? That makes your life hell of a lot easier. Mental health, all your anxiety, depression, all the tattoos on my face and my neck, it makes your life a hell of a lot better as an individual if you work on yourself and progress in life. If not, wear the mask smiles like I did for 30 years of my fucking life. Behind the mask smiles, you're fucking dying, crying, depressed, on and off your fucking dome. Act like you're happy and you're good when you're not. How many years you want to rock the mask smiles for? And that's the shit. Once again, as an individual, I'm blessed at 39 years old, just 42. So the last 3 years of my life, love the whole universe. I love going on TikToks, do my stitches, elaborating, talk to my one-on-ones, hella new female one-on-ones. I love it. I sacrifice my life for the whole universe behind the screen on the cell phone. I'm always on my cell phone. Because why? Everyone tell me, my kids, I tell my kids, that's why I try to not be in my phone like when I do company with the boys on the weekends, because, yes, I should be spending more time with them. But like my ex tell me, it's like, yo, you getting paid from this? I go, not yet. Maybe in time. But I just do, once again, free therapy, free life coaching. This is easy as fuck. I make it sound so easy. Why? Because I'm just trying to simplify it for you best as, but I can't fix you nor save you. I can hold your hand, guide you. Fuck you. Like, once again, text me, DM me. A lot of people in one-on-ones, they'll think that, because once you comprehend the word codependency, why is it like, well, I feel like I'm codependent of you. Why? Because every time I reach out to you, I'm like, well, I'm letting you know so you don't gaslight and manipulate yourself that you're being codependent. I want you to reach out. You can blow them every fucking day. DM me, text me, whatever. Every day for the fucking next 5 years. I don't care. Because I want you to get your life back. I would say the same thing. Even have the same conversations. It's okay. It takes time to progress in life. But here's the kicker. Like I say, time heals. Well, time / what? Choice. It can be fucking hot. A lot of us, it took me my first baby mom 5.5 years and losing my brother to finally let her go. See? I had all the time, 5.5 years. It took me 5.5 years. But now it's my choice to close that door of pain and let her go. Right? So that's what I tell people. Time heals, yes. But the other part is choice. It's your choice to let go. Because the first hard part is what? Forgive. Everybody forgives for the most part. Right? You can't forget. We're sponges, but fucking written. The second hardest part, which a lot of people don't know how to do, takes a lot of time to do that. But if you have guidance, I can hold your hand, guide you. You gotta let them go. What? You gotta let them go. Your fucking parents destroyed you. Your ex destroyed you. And deadass, once again, the worst one, yes, we have child trauma. That fucks us up. Yes, I get it. But the one that hurts the most is what? Relationships. That's the only reason why life become hard, because relationships. Why? You physically, especially when you exchange energy, that's what it is. You lay down with somebody, TLC. You form a bond. Soul tie, quote unquote, right? Those hurt the most. Because why? Because you exchange energy. You put love, time, and emotion in the individual that destroyed you. So that's the hurt. If you don't let that person go, which takes a minute, then in each relationship you get in, you're bringing your fucking toxicity, all the baggage of each individual laid down with. And the downfall of the situation is, like, once again, to use my narcissist to trigger you, a lot of people, victim, tell a sob story to a potential to be. And let's say they work more on this, they're more healed than you are. They want to give you love and affection. Every fucking thing your ex didn't give you, that you bitched about, cried about, etc. Because you played the story, right? Told a sob story. They're going to give you everything they can, right? But then if you haven't worked on yourself, which typically us men, aka boys, then we're going to destroy that girl, that woman, every fucking which way. And then what? Hurt people. Do you want to hurt people? Is that your... I mean, it hurt you. Yeah, that was not your intent, but you wasn't even ready. A lot of us want relationships. A lot of us want fucking long-term shit. A lot of them be rich and famous. But here's the kicker. Like Mike Tyson said, that's why I love TikTok, because everybody has their way of speaking. And of all these platforms in the universe, deadass, TikTok, once again, it's all about your algorithm and shit. But on my side, it's all positivity. Very, very little about narcissists, because I used to preach that almost 3 years ago, because I was going through a breakup. I was dissecting how we function spiritual, emotional, mentally as beings. Now I comprehend everyone in the fucking universe. I don't give a fuck what color you are, nationality, culture, what tongue you speak. Take all that shit away. We're all the exact same. The difference is what? Up here in your mansion, spiritual, emotional, mentally, how do you function up here? Are you more good than bad, or more bad than good? That's the question. Everyone's got BPD, empathy. So with that said, that's why I was like, cool, let me figure this shit out. And once again, the only reason why life became hella hard is relationships. Deadass. If you actually sit down with yourself and talk to yourself, go back to your very first relationship. That's why being individual, I tell them, I'm a single father kid. I tell all my kiddos, if you're middle school, high school, why relationships? Do you know what love is? Well, you have feelings. That's all they fucking are, is feelings. Right? But let's say you're, once again, women are more pathetic. They are offering love and lust, right? Us men are just offering, because we don't know how to love ourselves. We're offering lust. Well, actually, to everybody that we're offering toxic love, drama, and trauma. Deadass. Because we're more narcissistic wise. And that's why we destroy hella women every which way. So you're a middle school, high schooler in toxic relationships, especially nowadays. I tell all my kids, this cell phone, you guys are fucked every which way. A zillion options on here. If I'm having a bad day, my partner, she want to do no TLC, she want to talk to me, what do? Make a post, start liking women's shit, love bombing and shit, and go on DMs. Someone's getting attention, we're talking to vibe, and emotionally cheating, potentially start to the physical cheating, the Jada entanglement. What? Jada, Will Smith, in relationship, A and B, that's who that, Will and Jada, A and B, August, C to Z, entanglements, premeditated. On me for a reason, because I call everybody, yo, what about the phone? Ladies, ask your hubby, or, can I see your cell phone? A simple fucking question, can I see your cell phone? Any boys and girls in their fucking feelings, what do you want? If they get defensive, you don't want to see that cell phone. You don't want to go in it, because remember, we're sponges. Do you really want to see your man talking to your sister, mothers, all these fucking pictures and shit? Because once you see it, it's a sponge. You saw her. You saw all the messages, and that's embedded in your head. It won't ever go away. Once again, forgive, not forget, let go. If you don't let go of that shit, you don't want to catch a case, because DV cases suck. Been there, done that. And with that said, the best thing to do if your partner's cheating, especially they can't give you the phone, fuck it. Take the L, walk away, save yourself. Because they're already doing the bullshit, and they have no bullshit excuses. Oh, no, I ain't doing shit. Fuck your excuses. SOS, stuck on stupid. 1 plus 1 equals 3, wrong answer. All the bullshit excuses in life. Why don't you say, yeah, I'm fucking around? Because men, we're more narcissistic, and we have our bad side, Lucifer. Our pride and ego kicks in because we feel powerful, right? We won't say shit. No face, no case. Deny, right? Everyone knows they're fucking around, but you still stay there because why? The trauma bond. That's the shitty part of the situation. Like, if you go back to trick you, if you go back traditional corny ways as men and women, especially women, you're going to get destroyed in relationships for fucking many years to be. Many years to be. And instead of many, many tears, and once again, you're not going to evolve in life. You don't want to be fucking like me. I'm blessed again, 39 years old, just to 42. I don't ever worry about toxicity. By my side, as a partner, fuck no. Imagine everyone that you're my age, 42, toxic relationship, 45, toxic 60 years old, you're still in toxic relationships, and you're single. How the fuck is that? Make that shit make sense. Because you don't know how to judge and read people. You don't know how we fucking, function, spirit, emotion, mentally as beings. Judge me, read me. Am I acting nice? Am I being nice? Am I offering you love? Am I offering you toxic love? And lust. If you can't read and judge me, I will mop the fuck out of you every which way with my narcissist traits. Happens all the fucking time. All these in the Spanish culture. All the Rico Suave, just because I speak Spanish, I get your attention. It's cool. It's a language, a tongue, most definitely was. But I'm gonna mop you up every which way. If I want to use my narcissist traits, I could do all the manhole, body hopping, whole face again. If I choose to want to, is my choice. And that's the shit. If you don't work on yourself, then once again, ladies, women, you gotta work on yourself. You gotta judge and read people correctly. If not, then you're gonna get used and abused for many years to be. And then what? You're gonna blame them? You can blame them most definitely, wise, but that's what you gotta do, self accountability. Like, fall back, have a support team, and talk to people about, like, why did I get played again? What? Why did they play me like a fiddle again? And once again, if you don't know anything about empath and narcissist, good and bad people, if you don't know how to judge or read people, how you fuck your spiritual, emotional, mental being, I gave everyone behind the universe 95% of your being codependent. Your relationship just to be nice to you is 30 days, 90 days tops. What? That's all I'll give you, 90 days. Why? Because your relationship starts with what? Lust, right? Sexting, all that good shit, physical features, pictures, all that shit, right? So it starts with lust, then it goes to love, falls to toxic love. The last part is what? The sparks over. Y'all bang like bunnies for 90 days, right? And that's being nice for 90 days. Sparks over. You have nothing in common. Opposite attract, like corny, nothing. Like, damn, what am I doing with this? Like, yeah, exactly. What are you doing with that? Welcome to toxic love. Welcome to toxic relationships. Now what do you do? Let's say she's pregnant. What are you gonna do? Now you gotta do what? Fuck. Yeah, stick around if you want to. Or, to that suck, do co-parenting. But that's why you gotta know what you want in life. So I tell everybody, 2 simple questions universe. What do you want from life? What do you want for relationships? Short-term, long-term, fuck buddies, friend and fits, one night stand, last dying breath. If you can't answer the 2 simple questions, there's the answer yourself. You ain't ready for shit in life. So what do you do in the Matrix? You maintain a roof over your head, a job, a whip, a car, and that's it. Date yourself. Nothing is wrong with being alone. What fucks you up is what? Loneliness. Why? Because I need people. You need people? That's our flaw. That's why I say 95% you're both codependent. To trigger the universe, right? To let you know how selfish I am. Because being selfish is wrong, but Remember, single father with 8 kids, 2 baby moms. I don't need my kids. I don't need a partner. I don't need co-parenting. I don't need my family. None of you guys behind the screen. Damn, sound selfish. Fuck yeah, I'm selfish 1,000 because I come first and foremost. Every day above ground, are you paying my bills? Are my kids paying my bills? Is my partner? No one's paying my bills but myself. No one's working on my mansion but myself, right? But with that said, I want my kids. I want a partner. I want a family. I want to, you get by my side. If you choose to want to, which is your choice, I can't force you in my life. I want you in my life if you want I in your life. And from there, you can progress in life. Because what are we doing? We are matching each other's energy. We're not taking it. If you're taking my energy, why do I want you by my side? Because you're my kid? Because you're my partner? Because you're my parents? No, I'll be, I tell everybody, see that door right there? That door is there for you. If I'm too much for you, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I could have a fucking 1,000 girlfriends. They can try and boom, you're all damn Rito, you're way too much. You're just blunt. Yes, I am blunt, 1,000. I don't hold back at all. But you're not going to hurt my feelings. There's a door. Leave whenever you want. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to live. What you gonna call it? There's a door you can leave whenever you want to. I won't shed tears. As an individual, my second baby mom, right? 3 years ago, that's the last female I will ever shed tears for in my life. My ex-wife, as a matter of fact, this month is a year solo, celibate, single, etc. And that's it. One female I exchange partial energy with, and that's it. But I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's been a year. No. In my head, I give myself maybe 5 years. Because my once again, everyone's like, your standards are high. You got to have your standards high. Because if I'm 1,000, because I have it on me 1,000, and I'm a female, she's 400, right? She could be OnlyFans, beautiful model, fucking BBLs. I don't give a shit. She could be a zillionaire, right? But she's only 400. I can't fiction or save her at all. Because she doesn't have her anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicide thoughts, low stuff, anger issues. Why? And I'm going to tell the answer. You know why? Because of my neck. Because you haven't let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. So I know the answers, but as a partner, I can't fiction or save you. Why don't we just stay friends and associates and build you up? And because remember, if you try to change for you don't change for me, you change for yourself, and that's it. Because a lot of us try to do that, which more females tell the guys, babe, work on yourself. Can you change? Can you stop doing this? So we'll change for a minute. Because why? We didn't change for ourselves. We changed for them to adapt what they want, their needs, quote unquote, from us. And that's why you got to be careful situation. If you're not ready for a relationship, you do not get involved with nobody. Hurt people, fuck yeah, they do. In this lifetime, how many people do you want to destroy? Or how many times do you want to get destroyed? That's the question. In this lifetime, as an individual, 5 relationships in my lifetime. I'm 42 years old, right? Benefits, yeah. In Seattle, 2011, I did 100 plus in Seattle. No bragging rights. 100 plus in Seattle in 2011. Once again, smartphone. I didn't have no fucking MySpace, no Facebook. I had to talk to the females. So that lets you know I could talk to anyone in the universe, anybody. Simple conversation, simple as that. Females are so easy to read. It's easy. All I need is 10 seconds. Once again, boom. We're doing our benefits all day, every day. And that's a downfall situation because once you comprehend females, guess what? Get your shit, whatever you're into. You lose control of yourself with your narcissist traits. You become lustful, greedy because of power of the situation. Why hurt anyone? It's a waste of time. Exactly. That's the intent, not to hurt people, but which us men are narcissistic, we do it because why? Pride, ego, lust. I have a beautiful, once again, we want the nice girl, right? Because she's going to give us love and affection to the fullest, right? The downfall is I'm being greedy. I'm going to be fucking narcissistic culture. I'll be the machista, the narcissist, right? And do what? And machismo, narcissism. I got my girlfriend. She's an angel, religion, all that good shit, right? She want her to fly. She won't ever leave me, right? Because of culture, because religion, and so on and so on, right? So meanwhile, what am I going to do? Cheat. Pass boundaries. And when she lets me pass boundaries, and she's still by my side, and she forgives me, which she will, then she'll be there fucking many times. And once again, everyone's going to tell her, she'll leave him. Rito's a fucking dog. He's a piece of shit. He keeps fucking around. But here's the kicker. In her head, because why? Well, I'm going to stay because trust and loyalty, right? I pray, plan, hope that I change my ways. Guess what? She could pray all I want. Once again, that's everyone has narcissistic trait, but us men are more narcissistic wise. And once, that's why, which I'm going to this tatted on me, it's not Jordan Peterson, JP's saying, but it's saying general wise. It's better to be a warrior in a gardener than a gardener of war. So if we break that analogy, red pill talk to blue pill talk, and for the narcissist, as an individual, if you're more empathetic, which is the female wise, right? There are males too that are empathetic wise, right? So when you're soft, love, respect, that is good because you're right. You're the gardener, right? But if you try going to war, you're not a fighter. You don't want to throw blows nobody, right? You're a care person. So with that said, you will get destroyed verbally and physically. Now, when you're the warrior in a garden, that's your narcissist trait. You're ready to go to war. But now, well, I'm going to go to war. I'm trained for this shit verbally and physically. Yeah, but I just got to just chill in the garden. Fucking take care of the fruits, veggies, and that's it. And for them, it's hella easy. Because why? That's all I'm doing, chilling. Right? But with that said, once you know how to control your narcissist traits, both the best worlds. Your fucking analogy, you're a beast. I mean, I'm a beast, I'm a god, I'm immortal. Physically, the body can get hurt. This body's weak. This is pathetically wise, right? But spiritually, emotionally, mentally, I'm a beast, I'm a god, I'm immortal. I won't ever die. Zeus ain't got shit on I. Yeah, the god Zeus, quote unquote. Why? Because Zeus fell to lust. Why do you think he had these babies everywhere, all these demigods and goddesses everywhere? Because he doesn't have control. He kept cheating on his fucking wife, whoever his wife was, but you know, whatever goddess she was. Anyways, so with that said, that's why what I did was, right? With my benefits. You start becoming way too lustful, and then you will lose control. All these these nympho sex addicts. Why? Because you're being so lustful. Especially once again, me. I know females, and it's locked. All I need is 10 seconds. And if I can hold my coworkers, my ex buddies, they can tell you like, dude, all these females, and like, what do? I just talk. That's all I do. I'm talking. It's conversation. So the female gets comfortable with the conversation. That's why they be like, oh, they say all the same thing. Like, well, with you, I can be myself. Right. Because I'm just talking to you. If it builds some more, it builds some more. And that's why I love my sister Leslie, because she put me aside before, because I was losing control, because she was observing what I was doing. And she even put me aside. I go also by Marge, right? My full name Margarito, like Margarito with the no. I go by Marge or also Rito, right? And she's like, Marge, you know what you're doing? Like, with your benefits? I'm like, just doing my thing, body hopping, right? She said, right, but do you know why you're doing what you're doing? I was like, I don't know, doing my thing. She's like, let me tell you, because you're doing what I did. Your story is like my story. I was my baby father, you were baby mom's, right? You stayed loyal, all that good shit. She ain't destroyed you, right? And like my baby father did, destroyed me every choice. So you're doing the whole phase. Why? I don't know. We're talking. She said, let me tell you the answer, because they told me the answer. What is it? It doesn't matter. I see all the females you lay down with. The benefit is fucking beautiful on point, but here's the kicker. All the females you lay down with, it could be 1 or 1,000. All the females won't ever be your baby moms. Your baby mom won't ever be these females. You are looking for love and individuals that won't ever be her. You want all that these females give you and her, your baby moms. And once again, they can't be her, she can't be them. So now what are you going to do with the situation? Are you going to keep doing what you're doing? Because once again, you potentially catch STDs, babies, or feelings. And that fucking reality checked my ass. And that, like, yo, that makes sense. It does make sense. And what did I do? I stopped doing what I was doing. I stopped the whole phase, cold turkey. But the downfall situation, you know, it's like, I told every female I was doing with, like, hey, so you know, what I did, the cool thing about the situation, like when you fuck up in life, you know, it's when kids are involved, it's a tough situation, especially me in that time being I had to deal with my first baby moms. Because my pendulum flow was wrong, yes. But with that said, when you have a DVE case, especially with them, they can call. And once again, in this universe, I can't say take it back. In the nation, America-wise, females run the universe and kids run the universe. I can get accused of hitting any female. You behind the screen. You could be on here and say you see me in the streets-wise, and you know who I am because of social media. You can lie to cops, yo, Vito just whooped my ass. And you can hit yourself, right? And legally, they're going to pick my ass up, and I'm going to go to jail. And I got to prove my innocence. And you want to do prove my innocence, what's going to happen? Sorry, Mr. Rito, y'all look through. And, you know, you're innocent. And then I ain't getting my money back for the lawyers. None of that shit. I just get a sorry. So I get a sorry, dead ass. So I tell you, all you behind the screen, you got to be very cautious. Who do you have by your side? Anytime you observe that, yo, especially when it starts with the police, fucking take the L, walk away, save yourself. It sucks that you lay it down with it and you exchange energy, but guess what? You're going to catch a case with them. I promise you fucking will. You don't want to deal with the courts. The courts don't give no fucks about you. It's about $1. That's all it is, about $1. So with that said, when I was doing my, you know, when I did my benefits, I forewarned them, just it out. Remember, I had no social media. I just told them, I'm about to probably leave in about a month. I'm forewarning you, but I'm going to squash benefits. Why? Because I fucking lost control. I apologize. SARS can't fix shit. I'm just letting you know I'm going to leave in a month. Where are you going back? Oh, I'll let you know I'm going back to Eastern Washington where I'm from. Why? Because I'm going to start all over again. And like I'm switching my phone number. But how to get a hold of you? It's over. It's done. I apologize. I pray for you. That you progress in life. That you don't do what we just did, etc. Wise. But and then with the other thing was that. But how do you? Yeah, I have no. I have no Facebook. I have no MySpace. I don't have social media. I don't want you to get a hold of me. I just want you to progress in life and move on. That's it. I want to start fresh. And that's the cool thing about the situation. Analogy. That's why I love TikTok. When you fall back working yourself, you can be yourself. Not physically, obviously not, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally wise, you're a self-born virgin again. Dead ass. Because you start all over again. So with that said, that's why you should fall back working yourself. What I did. And that's why way better right now. I tell people, if I want to do benefits, please. I verbalize benefits all the time, right? And with that said, that's why my ex would tell me, she would tell me, her name's Amber, she'd be like, the way you talk about benefits, do you miss that? Like, all the options in the world, like, no, I don't miss that. Bro, why? She said, well, why I talk about it? Because I elaborate how I did it. Not this player bullshit one night stands. No, we're friends, benefits, TLC, etc. wise, but... And I tell the female, it's a fake woman's love story. I am not your partner, and vice versa. And basically, the rules are very simple. I'm not your boyfriend, you're not my girlfriend. If you see me with another female, love, respect, hi, what's up, like nothing. But you can't check me. Oh, who the fuck is that? No, you can't do that. I'm not. Because if you do that, you and I, our benefits is over, done with. Like that. I am not your man. You can be out there, take care of yourself, like I'm taking care of myself. You be out 1,000 guys. You're not my girlfriend. This is fucking fake. It's a fake woman's love story. That's all it is. When we're with each other, we enjoy our time and that's it. Right? And that's the shit. But the intent is not to do that. But that's why a lot of people do that, because you're trying to fill a void you cannot get from your ex. That's why when I hear boys say, like, fuck these bitches. In my head, I'm like, oh, and I tell them in their face, oh, baby boy, you broken. What the fuck am I broken? Because you destroyed somebody or they destroyed you. So now the female are bitches to you. So you're just fucking them. When I said destroying them. Hurt people. No, I'm not broken. You can't say girl, woman, they're just bitches. Yeah, that's the la calle street and fucking word, etc., to the fullest. So you're born codependent. And they get in the feelings about it. Like, why are you feelings? It's just a fucking word. If you're not born codependent, then you're not born codependent. But all your stories, body hopping, etc. And with that said, dead ass, everyone behind the screen wise, right? You hear about the prostitutes on all this shit, higher class escorts, all this shit, right? But if you break it down, you keep it 1,000. If all you're doing one night stands, right? You're all tricks, man, doing that shit. How much did it cost you to lay down with him or her? Like, all these guys are locally, even the females that fuck around this shit. I'm like, you bitch about prostitute, right? But they can charge you $150, $200, right? And they know what they're doing. Everyone knows what they're doing, right? And what you do with them? You play that female, you play the dude, etc. wise. But how much did it cost you? How much did it cost to get your nail, hair done, etc.? How much does it cost him to get his haircut, his gear, etc.? Let's say between each other. If both intent was just to smash and that's it. But they had to get all fucking Daldo and Purdy, $500 for him or her, $1,000. $1,000 and it take you whatever. One night, and I don't give a fuck what the session is. $1,000 and that was your intent, which is lust. Not love, lust. On both parties. But y'all both have pride and ego, scared to talk about it. Well, if I tell her or him, all I want to do is smash you and that's it. Some people are going through shit in life. Well, why am I saying what I'm saying? I did my benefits. And because they're probably go, oh no girl's not gonna say it, she'll be down with that. I go, promise you 1,000. A simple conversation, you break it down, they will. And me, once again, I am nothing to brag about. I don't spend no money in clothes, fucking bare minimum, I'm a bum naked and shit. I don't dress to press for nobody in the universe. The clothes don't make you make the clothes. So with that said, I don't dress to impress for nobody. The way you see me, that's the way I am. Everyone in the street, sweats, shirts, maybe pants, maybe shorts. But nothing, I don't spend no money on man-made bullshit. If I do, electronics, computers and shit like that. Something that lasts long, I can actually work with, etc. wise. Not gear, no. I mean, even when I do my benefits, the only reason why, the only reason why my first baby mom caught me when I was doing my benefits because I busted myself. I gave her my cell phone. She didn't worry about my cell phone, right? Because she cheated on me, etc. wise, all this bullshit drama, etc. wise, and the only reason why I did my benefits, because once again, like I'm more pathetic, but I was more pathetic then. Wise, traditional, she was my first girl in my life as far as like a real relationship wise. Because in middle school, high school, that's puppy love bullshit, right? But anyways, I was a virgin until almost 21 years old, Because I did what? Because religion, because of culture, traditional, corny ways. So I was waiting for the right one. And guess what, boys and girls? I fucking lost it to Lucifer's disciple. A person narcissistic every which way. In our shitty culture, she's a machista, the narcissism. Every fucking which way. But once again, my family from Washington State, all the fucking Mexico to the middle of Spain, they can't teach us this shit because we're not taught this shit. And like a lot of cultures, trust me. That's why I have squares, empathists, empaths, circle narcissist. Because in Seattle in 2000, I heard the terms from my buddies, but I did not ask a simple question like, what is that? And they just told me, well, you're going to learn. My dumbass should have asked me, can you please elaborate what an empath is, what a narcissist is? Because they saw me, yo, Marge, I look at you, no tattoos, long hair, braids, where, you look at me, you look like, gangbang because my baggy clothes, right? They'd be like, I look at you, like, I'll be scared of you, like, hang my wall like a little thug and shit, but I talk to you, you're like a square. I'm like, what's a square? You're an empath. What's an empath? Like a good person. Oh yeah, I don't bother nobody. And then be like, that's your girl right there? Like, yeah, oh, she's a circle. What's a circle? A narcissist. What's a narcissist? Oh, you're gonna learn. She's gonna mop you up. And once again, I heard that in 2000, I was having time for a reason. I should have asked, and once again, if they can elaborate more, give me examples. But I didn't, because I was asked, it's words. Well, those fucking words fuck me every which way, right? So with that said, I stayed loyal, all the good shit. She was doing her ish. Did I know she cheated with one person that I know of? I was always working, 2 jobs. I was rarely home, right? So she could have been cheating for fucking all 12 years of my life. I don't know. Do I care to know? No. That's how people, it's easier said than done, but when you move on in life, on the breakup, and they cheat on you with one person, they could have cheated with 1,000. Why do you want to investigate and know? Go to the cell phone, go to the social media to find out, oh damn, he was smashing fucking like 20 girls, 100 girls. And what are you going to do about it? You're going to check every female, going to fight all these females, and do so. Probably kicks in, go catch a case over him. He's going to laugh about the situation. That's why I tell you, simple question, what's your phone? Can I see your phone? Nothing? They're in the feelings, walk away, save yourself, not destroy yourself. Anyways, so with that said, that's why, because my pride and ego, right? When she cheated, said her in 2000, that I know of, as far as 2009, cut my DV case, all the bullshit. Try to be a family again because she gaslighted me, manipulated, saying that she wants to be a family again. Nope, she lied because she just said, like she told me, because we're trying to do TLC wise, and she was bitching about it. And I told her, like, what's your deal? Like, I thought we'd be a family, try again, etc. wise, right? He said, no, well, I just used you for for collateral, roof over her head, and that's it. And I was like, oh, really? So all that shit, won't be a family again, all that good shit, love you, all that? Oh, now it's just bullshit. And I told her dead ass in her face, remember that. You're going to eat those fucking words. So what I do, when I'm a cell phone, because once again, I was traditional ways. You mistreating all that corny bullshit, that like in our shitty culture and toxic relationship. So I stay trustworthy and loyal to thick and thin all the situation, quote unquote, right? So all the females that would be my DMs, once again, if you're a good person, quote unquote, they always want to test relationship wise and finesse wise, they want to get involved with you wise. And the females, once again, in Seattle, the west side, the best side, Washington State wise, females extroverts, a lot of them are. They're not fucking shy. They like you, dead ass, they'll walk up to you and they would tell me like, yo, like, I like you, but like, well, thanks for the comment, but I got a partner, I got a family and stuff. And they're like, well, she don't gotta know. I'm like, right, she don't gotta know, but with that, and I would tell them, okay, that I hear where you're coming from, but with that, there's a lot of single guys out there, many. She says, yeah, but I like you. I was like, correct, and I just told you I got a partner, I got a family, etc. And you got, okay, I'll be, hey, let's switch it up. Let's say you're my girlfriend, and my girlfriend's doing what you're doing, passing boundaries. How would you like that? And typically stay quiet, or they'll be like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, you're saying that not because you're not my girlfriend. You're just the girl that wants to mess around, that's it. And once again, just keep it humble, respectful. And then, the females are blunt. Once again, extroverts, they'll be like, well, I'm letting you know, whenever you want this is yours, you can have it. So that's when my baby mom did me dirty, sold me a dream in 2010. Before I started doing my benefits, I call all the females, text them. Some I've been talking for 4 years, 5 years, whatever the situation was. And hey, what's up, mom? What's up, miss? How's it going with the woo? Remember, like, who's this, Marge? Yeah, what's Marge? Don't question, what's up? Remember, like, maybe, whatever time frame, 1 year, 5 years ago, you told me that comment, like, whenever I want it, that's, it's mine. I go, does that still in effect? And be like, what? Yeah, my baby mom did me dirty, all this bullshit, so I'm just asking you a question. Is that still in effect? They'd be like, yeah. Boom, I started doing my benefits. I lost control every which way. And once again, the reason she caught me, because I got tired of doing it. I made a choice, I'm going to stop doing my benefits. I'm going to buzz myself, fuck it. And I gave her my cell phone, deadass. I was tasting her, gave me a cell phone, and she started punching me, all that good shit. I just got up and left. That's it. I just felt like, cool, you know what? Started doing my thing, and then started, switching my ways. Sorry, but I'm gonna leave back to home. And I even told her, she didn't believe me I was gonna leave. Like, yeah, I'm leaving in a month. Like, I'm done with the situation. Like, I fucked up. Two wrongs don't make a right. So with that, I get to believe, and that's where, for sure it's up for my daughters. But if not, would have caught the case potentially. Because once again, when you have a DV case, your partner can lie. You're gonna get arrested. You don't. I tell my kids, I can't do shit for you in jail. All she has to do is call and lie. I'm catching the case. So I'm not doing that. So I say, I walked away, took the L, and saved myself. In life, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. So I sacrifice our daughters for the situation. And things happen to our daughters, but what can I tell my kids? Now that they're older, like my daughter, like, what can I do for you in jail? Not a damn thing. They can do whatever they want to you. I'm in jail, out of jail. And that's the situation. You got to be careful who you lay down with, have kids with. My first baby mom, Latina, raised in New York, quote unquote, de la calle from the block, etc. to the fullest, every which way. And that's why I tell, especially the female, well, males too, us males too for sure, but more on the female side, because the category I created, lost empath, lost empathists. What is that? This is the people you avoid by your side. The black market, gangbangers, mafiosos, drugs, racist, military guys, niggas from the block. That's the last person you want to have kids with, because I tell females, like, one-on-ones, they said in my DMs, I tell them later, I'm not a virgin, you ask me whatever you like. But if you're intent to get to know me, you want to be like potential, I investigate right away. If she's got kids, I ask her, who's your baby father, etc. What is he like? What do you mean? What is he? Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Like, what does he do in life? And when they tell me, oh no, he's in the streets, gangbanging, mafioso, all that shit, like, oh, a nigga from the block? Nope. De la calle in Spanish? Nope. I go, chill out. I tell me, queen of my sister, in a very respectful manner. Like, I know you're a beautiful, nice individual. I know that. You're empathetic to the fullest. Fucking square. I know it'd be an awesome relationship. That downfall by the situation is, did you know when I date you and vice versa, I date your baby father also? And if he's from the streets, guess what? He's not gonna want, if he hasn't let you go, and he's not doing co-parenting good with you, he owns you. And I'm trying to live as long as possible, so I'm not gonna have you by my side, because he don't gotta touch me. His boys could touch me. They go my ass every day until I let you go. And the downfall situation is you kind of crucify yourself not knowing. And they get in their feelings about it. I'm like, what? Tell me I'm lying. It's a tough situation. And here's the best part. Even if you don't have kids, I saw a Facebook post like 4 or 5 months ago. It was funny because some girl was like, is there any guy that would date me in Houston, Texas that's not scared of my ex-boyfriend? Fuck. Major red flag. Guess what? She just outed herself. Guess what? That means that I don't know who you are, but I wouldn't date you either, because that your ex-boyfriend sounds like either they're like guy from the streets and the blue pillar, narcissistic to the fullest. Their mentality is, what, YOLO, you only live once. He would proudly go to jail, not giving a shit. Off my dome to the fullest, not caring, no remorse. So why would I get involved with you? Because you're beautiful, you have a nice body, only $1 zillion fucking dollars. I'm happy you have all of the above, but I'm trying to live as long as possible. So I tell females, you gotta be careful who you lay down with, especially having kids with. Because if your ex is a de la calle, narcissistic, fucking Lucifer disciple, then guess what? You pretty much destroyed your life for a long time. Until he decides to let you go and let you be, then you can move on. You can run away, but he can come find you if he wants to. That's his choice. That's what the Lucifer disciples are basically what to do. You gotta be careful who you fucking lay down with, who you get involved with. But if you want to do opposite track, empath, narcissist, good people, all the bad guys, bad girls, what do we go after? The bad girls and bad guys. Fucking all that opposite track, corny ass bullshit. That is your toxic love, your hell on earth. Like, I tell people, like, I can make it sound easy, but once again, I worked on myself. Now I'm just telling a story. But if you want to destroy yourself, get involved with them. Enjoy losing disciples. Like I tell people, man, he's a beast at what he does. That's why when you're doing good in life, you have a good partner, etc. If Lucifer can't get to you, he will get to your partner or use everyone around you. He will throw lust everywhere at you. Whatever you're into, gay shit, whatever you're into. They're all in a test situation. That's what I tell me as an individual. Now, before I wasn't really jealous at all, right? Now, no, because I don't need a partner. I want a partner. That's what I tell people scenarios where, more my mentality sits at my partner, the potential, she could walk on this, if she wanted to, because that's what she was feeling to do that day, right? If she wants to walk in the streets with a fucking thong and pasties, I don't give a shit. She could rock that. Everyone's gonna look at me like, what the fuck? That's your girlfriend? Yeah, that's my girlfriend. The hell? What's wrong with you? It's like, what? Yeah, everyone's gonna look. I can't even enjoy it. And be like, but she can cheat. Yeah, hey, she can cheat whenever she wants. That's her choice. Premeditated. I don't need her. I want her. She ain't getting feelings? No. I have 1,000 girlfriends. They all cheat on me. They're broken codependent. I go on my date. Me, I'm on social media. I make a TikTok about it. Hey, my ex is so Maria, Joanne, etc. Wise. Guess what? She cheated. I don't worry about it. I'm gonna be like a lot of people like I was before. Like a lot of you behind the screen. When you're in a good relationship with, right, and you get cheated on, what happens? You see on social media all the time. Guess what? My boyfriend cheated. My girlfriend cheated. They broke up with me, so I'm gonna take a little break from social media. Yeah, because they're gonna go through it hard for a minute, and potentially they have no support team will fall to man-made bullshit. What? Drugs, alcohol, pills. Numb themselves up, run from their problems. No, I don't need a partner. I want a partner, man. That's what I tell people. The intent is that they want you also. They match energy, not take energy, and that's where it becomes hard. That's why they tell me when I was telling me your standards are high. They're very, very high. I'm not accepting nobody in my life. If you're born codependent, I'll be a friend associate. I can't be your partner. Because I can't feed or save you. I'm not going to pick you up 1,000 times. As a friend associate, oh, fuck yeah, I got you. I have the same stories, conversations all day, every day, but not as a partner. Because then you're going to be in feelings, and then we want to do a TLC, nothing's going to happen. I'm not in the mood, right? And I don't even got to do shit to you. Your parents get treated because your child trauma. Your ex reaches out to you because you haven't let them go. And I get crucified. Fuck all that bullshit. Been there, done that. Don't miss that shit. And that's the shit. Matter of fact, speaking about that, let me see. I'll probably go on for I'll do another 15 minutes. Then I gotta get off because God, if we can catch up with other stuff. Not in a bad way, guys. I love having this conversation. But I was watching his TikTok wise, where it said, what is it? Oh, here we go. In the relationships, is the relationship over when someone cheats? You can try to rekindle that shit, but what I'm gonna get that on me. What I believe, what I say is, when someone disrespects respect, they broke what? Loyalty. They broke love, loyalty, and trust. It's done deal. All they can offer you is toxic love, lust, drama, and trauma. So take the L, walk away, and save yourself. If you choose to want to, which is your choice. If not, stay there. Babe, you're fucked up. The devil got on me, etc. I'll go to counseling, therapy, all this shit. Cool. You can do all the therapy counseling to the fullest, but once again, the situation is, let's say I have a girlfriend, I cheat on her, and she doesn't ever cheat. In back of her head, she's got to sit with that. She's got to. And live broadcast. What? That's odd. My Facebook. I think maybe my Facebook got booted potential wise. Let me see. Maybe my Facebook got reported. Because Facebook watches me, TikTok watches me. So I'll see if my shit goes through or not. So that's the ish. But that's once again, like my Facebook might show right now, but then from there it'll probably get booted. That's why once again I tell everybody, do not if you're intent to go on these platforms, do not rely on any of these platforms because you're borrowing. It's not yours. You don't own it. So TikTok owns it, Bigger owns it, etc. Otherwise, you are borrowing their servers. So if you could save your lives, which it is my fault on Facebook. I usually don't do I time myself, and that's why I should start just doing 1 hour sessions, so they don't have to worry about that. Because typically after an hour and change, on Facebook they pull your shit, IG they pull your shit, TikTok they pull your shit. Because remember, as an individual, I'm a red pillar, 3D7 red pillar, which I'm mentioning with Ted on this side to call everybody out because I speak about real life, relationship, cyber, empathy, narcissists, good and bad people. Break it down, hella simple for you. But remember, I make it easy. I had a support team. You guys might be there in your feelings for a long time, but the positive is when you hear this shit, you're doing what? Communication. You don't have to comprehend, but love or hate it, you saw my face, you heard me. I live in your mansion rent free. Boys, bro, codependent, don't give a fuck about your feelings, run. Call me a simp, money loan beta. It's a petty word to me. Let me call you that. Reverse psychology, you get feelings about it, right? So with that said, that's why I say what I say to my last dying brother, because I'm just trying to help you get your life back, especially the women. Boys, once again, fuck them. Men, reach out, I got you. So with that said, that's why I had to restart my Facebook. But more likely what's going to happen is it probably got pulled. So that's why, once again, I have a cell phone. So this cell phone is recording everything. So this eventually when I catch up myself, that's why I'm just trying to do 1 hour sessions, and that's it. It'll be on my YouTube channel, on my Spotify, my podcast. Because I say the same shit all the time, every day, all day, every day. Because I make it simple, best as possible. Because that's all I focus is life, relationship, effort. Because I want you to get your life back. Because the only reason why, once again, life became hard because relationships. Having a time for a reason out here. Words can heal you, trigger you, definitely destroy you. Relationships can make you, break you, definitely destroy you. Watch your words. Words cut deeper than a knife. You gotta be careful with your words. That's where us guys fuck up a lot. A lot. Like I did. You're just like my ex. And then if no TLC's happening, you bring up their past. Well, your mom talk shit to you. Whatever you gotta do to hurt them. That downfall by the situation, relationship's pretty much over. To rekindle that shit, let's say no one cheats, but the verbal abuse is there. You don't gotta get physical with each other, because you come from black eye and all that good shit, but words cut deeper than a knife. That's the shit. If you hurt them with words, it's pretty much over. You can't really get that back, because their plays, you come ugly, fat, and stupid. That's why in relationships, because you exchange energy, that's why your exes or your partner now they speak of as toxic. Those words hurt you. Those words hurt you a lot. That's why, once again, I make it sound easy. Call me bitch, ugly, fat, stupid, you ain't shit. It's petty words, so let me call you ugly, fat, stupid, bitch. Whatever the words are, use the same words, right? And if it triggers you, and I'll be like, tell you, like, yo, why you triggered? I did reverse psychology. The same exact word you just told me. Why am I you? Why am I not raging, being a fireball, Wreck-It Ralph type of situation? Because I'm over the words. I comprehend the words. But let me tell you the answer on your side, because... you haven't let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma. That's why all those words that you just told me hurt you, because your dad called you a bitch, your mom called you a bitch, your ex called you a bitch, the bully called you a bitch. Every individual you forgive, quote unquote, or haven't forgiven them, but you haven't let them go in your mansion, they own a door of pain. In this lifetime, you don't work on yourself, you're going to have many doors of pain. I got blessed because I had so many. I didn't have like a zillion relationships. Yes, I did benefits, but I comprehend why I did what I did to the fullest, and that's why I talk about it to the fullest, freely, every trade. No one's perfect, we have flaws. That was not my intent to get to that point, but it did happen. Why? Because I was trying to fill a void. Can I get from my ex? That's why I love Les, my friend, for telling me that, because it's the honest truth. Anyone that does the whole phase, you're trying to fill a void. Men that are narcissistic, lucid disciples, they're just being lustful and greedy. And you females, not all of you, a lot of you, fall for their bullshit, their fucking swag, the way they speak, the bad boy, all that corny shit. But everybody knows they're a manhole. But you still lay down with it because you think maybe I'm the one that can fix you and save them. I pray for you, and that's it. You're about to get destroyed. And they ain't going to give a fuck if they destroy you. Because as men are narcissistic, we don't care. We're rolling. We're doing our thing. That's what they're telling me, oh, you're just doing like, they tell me, oh, you're just like manhole. I'm like, you can say that. It hurt my feelings, but I'm actually doing benefits. Fake image love story. I tell my boys, you guys are manholes. You got to do one. You are selling dreams to the fullest. These females that I'm doing my benefits, they all know I'm doing benefits. They know I lay down many. They go to my cell phone. Females, what do y'all do? You guys what? Judge other females, rate their bodies, etc. All that good shit, right? I would tell you, go to my cell phone, but don't raise no pictures, nothing. And they were like, go, all these females, all of them, doing my thing. See? But once again, I was trying to fill a void I cannot get from my baby moms. It does not matter how many, it could be a million fucking females, bodies, right? But none of them, they're better than my baby moms, yes, but I tell them, because if, obviously when you start catching feelings, they'll be in the conversation, like, let's, try to be in a relationship. I'm like, how? Make that shit make sense. What do you mean? I love my baby mom. She's garbage, she's shit, etc. But I don't know how to get this love for her. I don't know how to. It's not a light switch. If it was, I wouldn't be doing benefits. I'd probably be with somebody, a potential. But I'm just doing my thing. That's and I'm actually, obviously, we're doing benefits, you're going to hurt yourself. But, if I tell them, scenario, if we do a relationship, and I just told you I love my ex, my baby mom still, I don't want to get rid of this shit, and you want to try this, and I would tell them, scenario, we're together, right? How you gonna like it today? Because remember, we have kids. It's even worse when kids are involved. Because all she's gotta do is call me, hey, Marge, miss you. Let's do it again. Be a family. And how you gonna like it when I will get up and leave, knowing that I love my ex though, and do that to you? I'm not trying to destroy you that way. That's gonna be fucking bad, And they'd be like, well, maybe I could change you. You can't change me. I love my ex, and that's it. That's what I tell all my benefits. I'm not trying to hurt you. As it is wrong what we're doing, but that, no. And me, I tried that one time. I tried to be potential-wise. And that's exactly what my ex did. But remember this. People narcissistic, like, they don't give a shit about you for the most part. But they do care when they feel like you're slipping away. you're putting your feelings to somebody else, a potential. And when kids are involved, even with no kids, but it's worse with kids because all they gotta drop that shit is be a family again. And you're gonna fall for the stupid shit. And when you come back, like she did to me, she's like, oh no, I just did that. I just told it because I was testing you and you failed it. Because I knew you would come here and I don't want to be with you. And what I do, and what she tell me, go back to her. Let's see if she takes you back. Did she take me back? No, because obviously I heard her. That's the shit. That's why you gotta be careful of the situation. That's why the intent is to let go of your ex. If you don't let them go, once again, you're gonna be in a lot of toxic relationships. You're gonna self-sabotage a lot of them. You're gonna compare a lot of them, especially when they're body hopping and you have triangulation. You don't know what triangulation is? Scenario. I have a girlfriend, right? And from there, wise, she cheats on me, breaks me, wise, right? So I go to another relationship, right? But I didn't take time to heal. So I have my new girlfriend, but my ex reaches out to me, and she wants to work it out, quote unquote, or let's do our thing. I could date my ex-wife, be messing around with my ex, and have a girlfriend at the same time. And I'm gonna tell my girlfriend, and what? Because basically the new girlfriend is what? She's a rebound. I'm trying to get over it. It happens all the fucking time. And that's the shit. You gotta be careful with triangulation because that's the jaded entanglements. And the shit about the situation is hurt people. That's if you don't work on yourself, you're gonna destroy a lot of people in the universe. A lot of people. And if you don't do the healing journey and then do self-accountability for your mistakes you've done, then you won't ever evolve in life and you're gonna keep destroying people for the last day in breath. If that's your intent, fuck it, that's your intent. But as an individual, I call it the whole universe. Like, if you're not ready for a relationship, why get involved? Because the feelings, then do benefits, open policy relationships. You can't be dedicated, you can't do monogamous relationships, you can't do trust and loyalty. Your eyes are bigger than your fucking mouth, you want to have your cake and eat it too. You're being greedy and lustful, you can't control your narcissist traits. That's the shit. That is your flaw. So with that said, stop selling fucking dreams. Deadass. As an individual behind the screen, I don't do fucking guy code, bro code, and all this corny shit no more. Blue book conversations. If I see that shit with my family and friends, that's why individual. I know how to shit at Spanish culture. I tell all the Spanish females, look at the way I carry myself. As potential to be by my side, I tell them I knock the shit at Spanish culture. So I'll do scenario. I tell the Spanish females, my DM one-on-ones, because they dig me, like me, they love the way you speak, and I'm blunt. I elaborate all the good shit, right? And like, I tell them, okay, you want to get a scenario? Here's the kicker. You want to be my girlfriend, potential, all the good shit, right? I'm gonna give you a scenario. Let's say we're good. You and I are blessed. Good relationship. Platonic, fucking friendship. We're friends, benefits. All that good shit, right? We're good. We're blessed. But if I go to a barbecue with you and your family, right? And I see scenario. I see your fucking brother. And he's like, introduce me to your brother. He's got a wife, girlfriend, whatever the situation is, wise, right? And I'll shake hands, all that good shit, I respect. But then I see your brother checking out scenario. He's checking out, I don't know, some girl there. It could be fucking uncles, I don't go fuck who it is, right? But to check out another female in front of his girlfriend, right? And me and I'm fucking blunt, especially now. I'll call him out. Yo, baby boy, like, did you just tell me that's your girlfriend? He'd be like, yeah, it's my girlfriend. But why you checking out baby girl over here? Like, you're fucking stuck like Chuck. And that in our code, once again, in machismo, that's what it's called in Spanish, in machismo, narcissism. So he could fuck around, and here's the kicker, no one's gonna say shit. But I'm not nobody, I'm somebody now. So with that said, when I call your brother, like, babe, and I'm out loud, yo, why don't you keep your eyes focused on your girlfriend? If you can't be loyal to your girlfriend, and you're fucking outfit being lustful, passing boundaries, being gawking and shit, and I'll tell a girlfriend, like, yo, you see that shit and you don't say nothing. So you're gonna be the mandilona, aka empathist, quote unquote empath in our culture, and stay there. Like I'll be out loud. So you're gonna stay there like your mother did, or your aunt did, your grandma did, miserably. Look at how old they are. And they're still with your father, grandfather, scenario and shit. You want to be like them. Ask them if they're fucking happy. They accepted their partners and that's it. So you want to be them. Fuck it. But pray for them, that's it. And what's going to happen with your brother? He's going to get triggered. There's going to be altercations. Everyone's going to get rowdy and shit. And me, once again, this ain't fucking Mexico. This is America. I call the boys in blue. You can find all the judges' courts, DV classes, anger management classes. Go to your doc and know where you belong. Simple as that. So that's how people, I get to the whole universe of petty-ass words. Because the truth hurts. So that's how the Spanish females, are you ready for that? And with that said, when your family gets involved, and they be like, oh, fuck that, he's fucking, he's a good guy, but the shit he said, he should just, keep that to himself. And then they're going to gaslight and manipulate you. It's either you're going to choose us, because we're your family, or him. And that me individual, I tell the females, especially Spanish females, I tell them, you're not going to choose. I choose myself. So you stay in a relationship with your parents because they run your fucking life. And that's why I tell these females, and this is all a scenario now. It's all it is a scenario. And that's why it's a forewarning. So are you ready for that? And they'll stay quiet. You see, I'm too much for you. I'm not dealing with no Spanish girl in my life. A Spanish woman, we're talking and vibing. Is you and I, and that's it. You worked on yourself. You know about machismo, my all that shit. Oh, what else that can you say? How you been? It's been a long time. How's the kiddos? How's life? How's everything? You know, so with that said, that's why as an individual, I always do this female, I'll give them scenarios, every option with what they're about to get into when they do it with I, etc. Because I'm just blunt 1,000. I don't hold back at all. Especially in the shitty Spanish culture. I like the flat culture. I knock this shit in Spanish culture every which way. That's what I say behind the screen. In the whole universe, 99% of you boys, Spanish boys can't teach me shit. Grab your daddy, uncle, grandfather, they can't teach me shit at all. I don't give a fuck about Cinco de Mayo, how to pay Aztec, Incas, that shit's irrelevant. Blue pill shit, that will not make you any better. You're still a piece of shit, you're still a piece of shit, garbage, machista, narcissist, every which way, destroying, left to right, fucking being the manhole you are, but you love God and go to church. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. Your God and my God are different, apparently. So with that said, it's how Spanish grows. 95% can't teach me shit in life. 5% women we talking and vibing, and then but the girls will still talk to me like, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what you're doing. But that's your choice. You can leave whenever you want to, but I get the trauma bond. With the trauma bond, he owns you. You're praying, planning, hoping, gaslighting yourself that he'll change his ways. Then do so. Do what I did. Do what a lot of us do in our culture. For years to be, babies to be. I'll be your friend associate. I'll hold your hand, guide you which way. That's all I can do for you. I can't fix you or save you. So I tell the female scenario. Well, let's say she's well, I can't leave because I don't work. I have my kids, right? You got the financial abuse. I get that part, cool. So the day they have money and power off social media, right? I tell the female scenario. I have the money and power. I can physically save you from the relationship. Move you up fucking from go to Mr. and Mrs. Claus at the North Pole. So I physically saved you. I have the money and power to take you and the kiddos out, get you a spot with the North Pole with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And I take care of it. So I saved you physically, right? But if you don't let go of your ex, spiritually, emotionally, mentally wise, you'll accept them back in your life. Especially you're big, fucked up, or working on myself, I'm going to therapy, all that corny bullshit. Just be a family again. And I won't be surprised when I see him at the crib. I'll be like, oh, your ex is back? I'd be cool. I pray for him, that's it. Hey, the bills are paid for, everything's cool, but he's going to mop you up. And remember, I'm your friend associate now. You can reach out to me, we're talking vibe, but when you call you were right, it's not about being right. I was you. I was a dummy like you. Because you gaslight and manipulate yourself. I pray, plan, and hope it changes way. Because you want to be fan. I get it, because you want... Every kid in the universe wants the parents together. Every kid in the fucking universe does, right? The downfall kiddos don't know what parents go through at all. Just because I'm a father doesn't mean a father. It's a fucking title and that's it. Am I acting like one? Am I being like one? Or am I just bringing life? A lot of us... Adults are fucking adult high schools. We never grow the fuck up at all. How the fuck you 40, 50, 60 years old still being a manhole, body hopping like crazy, not giving a fuck, destroying people left to right? But you love God and go to church. You fucking have tattoos of God and Virgin Mary. That's just tattoos. Shit's irrelevant. That makes you a godly person, a good person. That's what I tell people when you get that tat on my back. As long as you live godly, 10 Commandments, Jesus-like as an individual, then we talking about having you blessed. But I'll be like, baby girl, you good. What about him? Oh, we go to church? Yeah, church doesn't make him a better person. Everyone knows he's a manhole still. You're still there. So you match energy, he takes it. Opposite attract. I pray for him, that's it. That elusive disciple. Enjoy that shit. It's been a minute for reals. Kiddos are good. Everyone is good. Thank you for asking. How are you and the 59 kiddos? Yeah, my 50 kiddos are good, man. I'm happy to hear that. No, everything's good. Co-parenting good. Actually, matter of fact, I got 5 boys. My stepson number 5. But with that said, oldest turned 11 yesterday. Second oldest turned 9 today. Third oldest will turn 8 on 28th of this month. Fourth oldest will turn, I got like kids, 6 on April, and then my youngest will turn 4 in September. Yeah, and that's the boys. The girls will turn 21, 19, and 13 this year. Yeah, time's ticking. Go fast. But the cool thing is now I cherish time to the fullest. Co-parenting best ass, and I love the universe. I love everybody behind the screen. Remember this, donor if you're alone, I'm always in your pocket. Comment, DM away. TikTok, I do stitcher responses, all that good shit, which I'm catching up because I gotta do a lot of responses on TikTok. But remember, I'm only one person behind the screen. I'm only one individual. I do my own editing and do all my one-on-ones, free therapy, life coach, all that great jazz. Because I focus on you, especially the women. Fuck you boys, fuck the boys. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Women, you, ladies, I want you to get your life back. So you stop being this toxic love relationships. You want a relationship, I get it. You want that shit, but are you ready for it? And once again, the potential to be by your side. Are they ready for it? Can they actually really offer you that? If they're more narcissistic, like I tell you once again, if I want to use my narcissist traits, I can act nice, but I'm not being nice. I'm selling you a fake love story, so you would take me. So I'm going to just offer you what? Toxic love, lust, drama, and fucking trauma. And when I mop you up and I use my narcissist traits and I see that, oh yeah, I can pass boundaries, check other females, oh, she let it slide, cool, she let it slide. And from there, I fuck around and cheat on her, and she forgives me, right? I cheat on her once, I cheat on her twice, 3 times, 4 times. I already know, guess what? I own her. She's trauma bonded. She ain't going nowhere for a long fucking time. And lady, I just warning you, once again, don't do it to yourself. You can't fix, change, or save nobody in the universe at all. At fucking all. What? Nobody. Not at all, man. Not at all. All you can do for each other, once again, heal, guide, support, uplift, forewarn, and show more love to each other. That's how we can do for each other. No drugs, no pills, bottles, therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists, and at the same time, not even God can't fix or save you. The only person who can fix and save you is you. If you live godly, 10 Commandments, Jesus, like, the answer in the fucking Bible, they're right fucking there. That's why I have the main one right here in my forehead. That's why we all have BP to empty. Then you will get destroyed every which way. And the shitty part of the situation, if you really goes to shit and you're pregnant, welcome to the Bay Mom Bay Father crew. The fucking club. Then what? And you're supposed to co-parent the best as an individual, you can do co-parent the best as your Bay Mom Bay Father. They don't have to. They can hate you in the relationship and hate you after the relationship. And in that bad situation, are you better Bay Mom Bay Fathers? First and foremost, to piss you off, you're pieces of shit. Dead ass. If you're fucking toxic before and after, as it is, the kids are traumatized. Because their parents are together, wise. They're gonna have fucking, oh, my kid's got BPDP. Every fucking one has that bullshit, right? But you parents are still beefing after, especially the boys. Then you're gonna traumatize the kids even more. And that's why I think, like, if you don't believe me, go seek therapy, counseling wise. When you do your intake, then ask you, how is your ex? Especially when kids are involved, right? And then how is your father and mother? Well, in our culture, well, we talk to the moms for the most part. The fathers are always busy working. We don't talk to the fathers, especially when your father is narcissistic and verbally whoops your ass and physically whoop your ass. You really want to talk to your dad, right? So with that said, they'll be like, oh, well, guess what? You know, like my first mom, they told me that whole shit. Your father's relationship, your ex relationship. I would say the same thing no matter what this. My father, never happy. I was talking this shit. Martha's garbage, blah, blah. Baby mom, same shit. Bang like bunny, give her the world, didn't matter. She was always fucking talking her shit. And she told me, I'm not saying you're doing this physically. Remember, it's an analogy. It's all it is. You not knowing with your ex-girlfriend, your baby moms, you are dating your father. Not physically, but you're dating your father. Your father never give you love. Your baby mom doesn't give you love. You want love, she's not giving it to you. He's not giving it to you. And if you don't work in yourself, she even told me, if you don't work in yourself, the next relationship to be, they're all going to be your father. Every single one of them. And that's why when you're in toxic relationships and you use a toxic love, you don't know what fucking love is. That's why I tell my kiddos in middle school, high schoolers. Yo, you're in middle school, high school relations. Why? Because fucking hard feelings? You're going to destroy yourself. Every fucking which way. Here's the best part. When you go to the Matrix, with us older adults, we're older than you. Either we're over it or we're still going through it, but guess what? We know what to tell you. Word for word. And the females get mopped up every which way because you're young, gullible, and naive. I can tell you every fucking thing in the universe and you're gonna fall for a situation. And I can mop you up because I already been destroyed. Yeah, I'm destroyed, I'm about to destroy you every which way. Narcissist traits. So that's why I tell you, let's go ask you, what can you teach me about love? What can you teach me about, if I'm going through a breakup, how do I get over a breakup? Go to therapy, if I don't know if you're telling you what I'm telling you. If not, then being a lot of people, I go to therapy, counseling for the last 4 or 5 years, 7 years of my life. Fucking dude, dead ass to trigger all the therapists. You have clients over a year, and yeah, you're not fucking dude. I tell this shit day one, break it down and have my tattoos for a reason. And that's why I'm gonna have all this shit on me. And just petty ass words. Like, I can't, no one in the universe can fix or save you but you. The only reason why life became hard is relationships. That's the answer for life for everybody. The only reason why you get your feelings about your ex because you physically laid down with them, have TLC, exchange energy. If not, then fucking, why do you think your parents gotta talk shit to you? Yes, you have trauma, etc. All that. What I'm gonna call it? You know, your parents and bullies can simply talk shit to you. It hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad because why? You did not lay down with them. No physical TLC, no exchange of energy with them. But they can be your verbally and that's it. But you can brush them off, avoid them. But when it comes to exes, they're the only ones that are your kryptonite. That's why I say in your mansion analogy, you know, it's hard to see, but mansion is very simple. NF the rap artist, so I took his song, made it my way within that. So in your mansion, all the doors are paying wide open. Why? Right here it says, because you haven't let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma. That's why you have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicide thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. The bottom of the mansion says what? Triggers, capital letters, overthinking, reactive abuse. If you don't know reactive abuse scenario, that's when you become verbally and potentially physically abusive with anyone in the universe, especially your ex-partner or a partner in general. Why? You're not a bad person, but your partner is the physical person you lay down with. Let's say you're with them right now, and they call you a bitch, you fat stupid, no one's gonna want you. Especially when kids are involved, no one's gonna want to date you with kids and shit. And your feelings, and now boom, you're reacting, you either become verbally abusive and then physically abusive. Shit's flying or actually hitting them. Your narcissist trick him out of you because I triggered you with petty ass words. So I tell people, no one, kids only because they're learning and growing, etc. But as far as you teenagers, adults, fuck no. No one's gonna get physical, nobody. The only reason they become physical because they're narcissist traits, they don't know how to control them. BPD empathy gets activated with petty ass fucking words, and now they become the modern day caveman, walking fireball, wreck around, fucking Hulk smash and shit. Now you're catching the case because they called you ugly, fat, stupid. No one's gonna want you. You ain't shit. Your daddy didn't want you. Now you caught a case, DV, all this shit over petty, simple words. But those words to you were not petty. They destroy your every which way. Because once again, because you physically get down with them, you exchange energy. If you don't let them go, they're gonna be kryptonite for many years to be. They can always come back in your life, like that on TikTok. Go no contact. Go no contact. That's cool, right? But here's the kicker. Forgive. A lot of people forgive. Obviously, you can't forget. A lot of people don't know how to let go. That is your flaw. If you don't let them go, your ex in your mansion owns that door of pain. You could do no contact scenario for 5 years, right? And I always do scenarios with females because majority of my followers, one-on-ones are females. I tell them, here's a scenario. You're in a good, healthy relationship, right? Everything's good. He treats you good, all that good shit, what you always wanted. But if you haven't let go of your ex-wise, and I'm your ex, I can always come in your life and fuck you over whenever I want to. I can talk shit to your partner, destroy that shit. You don't know this, right? To fuck with him. You don't know this, but, when she's home at work, I was talking. And let's say I'm just bullshitting, talking out my ass. And he believes that. I'm going to cause altercation between you guys, right? And the intent that he has trust and loyalty with you guys, but now that I'm in his ear, then what? Now you feeling that I'm causing altercations, right? Or here's a scenario, even better. You do no contact, right? And let's say, I would say Paris. My girlfriend and their new partner goes to Paris, right? And I'm the ex, and we see each other. And remember, she said she worked on herself. A lot of us lie to ourselves. We gas somebody, oh yeah, I forgive them, I let them go. I'm like, well, the true test is when you ever see them. What do you mean? If you magically bump into them, fucking, it could be 10 years later. What's gonna happen to you? So I was telling this famous scenario. You got your partner, you're in Paris, I'm your ex. Right? And you tell everybody, you tell your partner you let go. You get a good relationship, no contact, all that good shit you see on TikTok. But you see me in Paris, and you talk to your partner, that you love all this shit, good stuff, right? And you see me, and you're talking to your partner, and then you freeze. We locked eyes. Cat got your tongue, and when your partner's like, yo, let's say her name's Maria. Hey, Maria, what's up, Joe? Why'd you stop talking? And you still can't say nothing. You're fucking frozen. And what's he gonna do? He's gonna look at your eyes, follow the eyes, and see me. And he might, and he's gonna ask you, who is that? Maria, I'm talking to you. Why can't you open your mouth? And then he'd be like, and she still can't open her mouth, right? And he's gonna ask me, yo, obviously, She's looking at you. Who are you to her? Oh, I'm her ex. And that's all I gotta say. I don't gotta be mean to her or nothing. But you see, now you kind of self-sabotage your relationship because why? You didn't let me go. Cat got your tongue. That mansion, that door pain, I still own it because you didn't let me go. And I go, that's where you hurt your relationship because you thought, yo, you gotta face your fear. Run from your problems like Forrest Gump, run. Run from your exes, fucking run. Do that. But once again, if you don't let them go, you're going to self-sabotage a lot of relationships. Because you don't know how to let go. Forgive, not forget. Let them go. Do closure for yourself. Why? You know, they cheated. You know, your wrongdoings. No one's perfectly have flaws. But as long as you do self-accountability, like, you know what? I was a little jealous. I was controlling. Fuck, the reason I was like that because my ex. I promise you 1,000, if you break down, I don't know how relationships you've been in. Every ex, every partner you lay down with, right, as partners, not fucking friend of fuck buddies, no, as partners, relationships wise, every ex has the exact same red flags. They're all jealous, controlling, but each individual you lay down with gives you one new red flag or multiple red flags. So a lot of us do what? We collect red flags, we see them, right, but we don't comprehend them. We let them slide, and we don't collect enough green flags. So the intent is to observe the red flags and then collect green flags. So as soon as it started being jealous and trolling, nope, off the roster. Don't let that shit slide. Because if you don't like a scenario, that's all the female. I mean, as an individual, all my exes, they can tell you, I don't care how they dress. They can show cleavage, Daisy Dukes, I don't go fuck thong pasties. Especially now, they can cheat whenever they want to. That's their choice. I don't give a shit, you know. That's you know, they folded, I didn't fold, right? I don't need them, I want them, and so on and so on. So with that said, if I have a girl that she tell me potential, I'm not just trolling. Cool. But then as soon as we get into a relationship, Rito, you talk to a lot of females, you like the pictures, you make the comments, show the respect to everybody. Like, yeah, that's just love and respect. Does that bother you? You can do that shit to all the guys you fucking want to. I don't give a fuck. You can see, I don't care about your phone, baby girl. I don't worry about that phone's whatever to me. Go through all my phones, they're just damn phones, and that's all they are. So with that said, if that's your insecurity, but you told me you're not just controlling. If I just tell them, yo, I'm just giving you a warning. If you keep being like this, that is your insecurity. I am not your ex's. I am with you 1,000, that's it. So that is your insecurities wise. Once again, so if I'm too much for you, there's a door. And you don't change for me, you change for yourself. You thought, you think he's not knowing. You thought you was ready for this. Now we're together and you see I'm on phone a lot. I'm talking to many females. Yes, I am. I go, this is nothing. Wait till the day I blow the fuck up on traveling the universe. That's my intent. Motivational speaker, all that shit. Cause I keep it raw and real. I don't give a fuck about blue pill talk. I'm gonna have a blue pill on this side. Anything with blue pill, anything. Man versus woman, high value men, drugs, alcohol, pills, gangs, war. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That's just irrelevant. It will not educate your life to get you better in life, to progress in life. All that shit you debate about, religion, culture, all that, but you're still a crack alcoholic tweaker, still doing booger sugar, still on these fucking man-made pills, my ADHD, anxiety pills. You still got anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicide thoughts, lows of anger issues. All that shit. But you're all educated about all this bullshit. Make that shit make sense. So how did that change you and fix and save you? How did that make you a better person? How did that make you better, potentially to be in a better relationship? It didn't. But once again, blue pill talk, what I just mentioned, that makes money, entertainment, keeps you feeling top of your feelings. If I wanted to be social media famous, I could talk about fucking like these brown people doing just statistics and shit, blue pillars. Incas and Aztecs, brown versus black, brown versus white, Mexican versus Chicanos, Hispanic versus Latinos, all this corny ass shit that's irrelevant that I used to talk about when I was a blue pillar. I give no fucks about that. That will not make me a better person. It will not educate me about life, how to progress, how to get my life back, how to be a better person, a better father, better partner. None of that shit. But it will make me money. I will be famous on social media, but I'll still be broken, codependent, alcoholic, tweaker, booger, sugar, toxic, every fucking which way for many years to be. Many years to be. That's that type of people. Everyone in the fucking universe, we're all fucking equal. Males and females. The only difference is man-made bullshit. How the fuck you beautiful, OnlyFans, male, female, fucking rich and famous, 1,000 supercars, but you're still toxic as fuck. Still have all the tattoos on my neck and my face. How make that shit make sense? Single father, 8 kids behind the screen. Single solo for a year now. Still about all that great shit, right? With that said, financially scraping by, because where I'm from, Little Mexico, having tattoos is fucking wrong, especially my face and neck. A female could have them here, because why? Females have physically, cosmetically way more to offer, and it's called sex appeal. Customers will come to the gas station to see the girl with the tattoos and shit. Because obviously, if she's good looking as it is, she's beautiful, right? Add tattoos, add piercings and bullshit, add legging, add all this cosmetical bullshit, and people will come there just to buy a fucking soda. But guess what? The owner manager knows that. Well, that's one soda, but they come to my store because they're her, and they buy 1,000 sodas. That's $1,000 of fucking sodas right there, $1 a pop, right? Just because they're her. Deadass. That's why I tell I'm not being rude, but to use my narcissist trait, call everybody out. All you female behind the screen, teach me some shit I don't know about life, relationships by yourself, or empathic, good and bad people. I don't give a fuck how beautiful you are. I'm happy you're beautiful, nice body, BBLs, OnlyFans, all that shit. But can you teach me anything like to progress in life? I promise you, 95% you can't in the whole universe. You can't. But we'll have a conversation if you want to talk about it. Most definitely, I will teach you some shit. I'm gonna get sent hella easy because I focus on the women. Fuck the boys. Men, you can reach out whenever you want to. If not, keep scrolling, block me, report me. I give them no fucks. Remember, these petty words destroy you. I go on my day. That's all they are, just petty words. And the only reason, and then from there, why they have languages and bullshit. The only reason why we have languages in the fucking universe, because why? Bible talk, Genesis time, very beginning of the Bible. Because why? Humans back in the day, technology were not really advanced, right? So with that shit, when they were building the pyramids, what happens, kids? Like when you go climbing, the higher you fucking climb a mountain, what happens? You lose oxygen, right? So God's like, yeah, can't be doing that now, guys, because if you keep climbing the mountain, aka building the pyramid, you guys are gonna all die. So with that said, what do you do? According to the Bible, which kind of makes sense. Grab all these people, scatter them all over the fucking earth, and switch to tongues. So now everyone's gotta learn a different tongue. Take this fucking Spanish away. I speak English, right? Take all these languages away and just speak English, and people still bitch about some shit. Deadass. That's why everything starts with you, guys. Everything starts with you as an individual behind the screen. This is your life, not nobody else's. So when are you gonna get your life back? If you choose to want to, which is your choice, and not stay miserable. Grab that fucking bottle and numb up run for your problems. Grab your fucking drugs, grab your fucking pills. Do what you gotta do to be like Forrest Gump and run for your problems. That's definitely your choice. I pray for you and that's it. I go on my day. But if you don't get your life back, I tell people, comment away, DM away. Free therapy, crash course to life on my ink. And then this year to finish my tattoos. To check on my back, I'm going to do the Exodus sign. The Exodus cross on my back, the Tupac cross. I believe it's called the Exodus cross. And now I'm on the top of my back and say that godly, all the 10 commandments, Jesus like. I'm going to put Jesus like, as an individual. Because everyone talks about God, religion, Buddhist. I don't give a shit what you are, religion. Like, you cannot talk for everyone in the religion. I can't talk for all Mexicans, all Catholics, all Buddhists. No. As an individual, as long as you live whatever your God is, godly, 10 commandments, Jesus, like you show me love and respect, I show love and respect, we match energy, we blessed. Friendships to potentially a relationship, we fucking blessed. But you cannot speak on nobody else's behalf. You can't speak your parents, your kids, partners, only your behalf. That's what I focus on. In the middle of the cross, I'm going to have all my personal notes, my TikTok notes, and all my notes in general. All the things I say all at the same time. That's why I'm saving this. Say it myself on my computer, etc. Because I'm going to put all my tattoos on my body. And 95% of my tattoos will be just petty ass words. But for you guys that are at 95% in the universe, remember, ETs, aliens, you watching us, we're studying you. You have the same shit we do, etc. But the difference is y'all have what? More technology. You fucking travel from fucking realm to universe. But y'all have racism, toxic relationship, baby mom, baby father, drama, toxicity, all this shit off in your fucking domes over one person. Yeah, same shit as we do. We're just, the only difference is you're just more advanced. That's the only difference is, for the most part. So it's up to everybody. 95%, I don't say Earth, the universe, y'all broken codependent, and you don't know why. But the answer is the person in the mirror. But with a support team, you can get your life back. If you want to. Choose to, which is your choice. If not, wear that massive smile. Don't give a fuck how beautiful you are. Do your BBLs, do cosmetics, do your OnlyFans, do all that shit. Do what 95% of the universe does, like I did. Look for love and happiness in people and man-made bullshit. Buy your drugs, alcohol, product, do all that. Fucking go to Dubai, travel the universe. Body hop, do Do what you gotta do to numb up and run from yourself, right? But at the end of the night, every fucking night, you deal with toxic love, overthinking. Toxic love, overthinking. Wait, take it back. I'm fucking tired. Toxic love, pain. That's what it is. Toxic love, pain, overthinking, and the cherry on top, insomnia. When I sleep, I fucking die. But that's the years of my life. I sleep, I die. No more dreams. Time is irrelevant. I don't give a shit about none of that time. Time's irrelevant to me, speaking wise. The only reason why I pay attention to time is because appointments with the kiddos or, you know, birthdays, certain things. But if I don't care for it, I just go on my day, etc. The only time I have dreams is when I do power naps. Minor dreams here and there. But now when I sleep, I love it. No more insomnia. That's why so many one-on-ones. All my one-on-ones call me all the time, 24/7, 365. If you're sleeping, I was, but what's up? Oh, I'm sorry. Nah, it's cool. I'm up. What's going on? And then what happens? Because they're going through their relationship, if it's new one-on-one scenarios. It's, for the most part, a lot of us have very similar stories, especially the female-wise, right? So that's why the model on my neck for everybody. Your pain is my pain. I died like you died. A lot of us have very similar stories. 95% of you got destroyed relationships. Typically more females than males, right? And that's why we worry each other. All these fucking high value men. You can be high value the fuck all you want. Physically, cosmetically, 6 figures plus. But you're still going to get cheated on. You're still going to get verbally, physically abused. Then what? But the positive is you got money and power. Yes. But you're still going codependent. And the same fucking issues we do. But the difference is you make money off it. We don't. Deadass. Blue pillars or red pillars. Fucking blue collars. Whatever category you want to use. That's how people, all you in toxic relationships, $0 in your pocket, famous in your pocket. The difference is famous and $0 in your pocket. They're making money while they sleeping. We don't make shit when we sleeping. But we both have the exact same fucking issues in relationships. Because I'm a high value man, I'm going to cheat. Yeah, if I want to cheat, it's my choice. And if female wants to accept me for doing, that's on her. Right? But that's why you should put your pride and ego away and verbalize, yo, baby girl, like, I'm letting you know, like, you're my main one, but I lay down with many others. But guys don't do that. Why? Because your pride and ego. Deadass. It's the highest, the power, the lesser part to mess around and shit. And that's the shit. But it's just their choice. That's what I tell people. Fuck your money and power, all that good shit. Deadass. If you're shit, and that's it. If you can't be dedicated, then don't be open, finger poly relationships. Do fun and fits, fuck buddies, all that shit. Don't try relationships. Stop selling fucking dreams. And that's your narcissist trait. You're Lucifer, the bass out of you. That's what I tell people. All you Lucifer disciples, do what you do best. But I'm the one that calls you the fuck out. And you want to get physical? Yo, this ain't Mrs. America, Collar Boys in Blue. Like, yeah, what up, Lucifer? I called you the devil. Because you're a piece of shit and you're garbage. She's not related. That girl right there, you're destroying every which way, and she'll be there for a very fucking long time. But I'm the one that calls you out on your shit. And if I want to, I can make you famous. Like me, I tell my kiddos, fucking, I find out your exes on bullshit. If you won't do it, I'll do it for you. Because the downfall of being a parent, a father, is that I have 8 kids. All my 8 kids could be crackheads, alcoholics, tweakers. They can all be fucking destroying relationships. And what can I do? I can pick them up when they're down, support them, right? Give them all what I'm telling you, all behind the screen, telling you all this shit. But I can't face it and save none of them. That's the shitty part about being a parent. So for warning, for all you kids behind the screen that you want to have kids, it's going to be a tough situation. Especially if you're fucking 30 and under. The cell phone's your fucking kryptonite. There's only fucking options. You're going to be a lot of baby mom, baby fathers. There's a shitload of baby moms. Because boys are shit. They're fucking garbage. They can't be dedicated at all. They don't know how to be. So with that said, if you want to have kids, you think about it really fucking good. Because when you get to be older and you comprehend everything I'm telling you, it's going to suck. Because you can't fix and save none of those kids at all. You can hold their hand, guide them. But you can fucking pull them out of relationships, then run back to them. 1,000,000 fucking times. It's going to suck. That's the shitty part about being a parent, deadass. So take your time having kids. Because kiddos and marriage does not guarantee a long-term healthy relationship. You both should want to have that. And should both be trustful and loyal to each other only, and that's it. Lust and love each other only. Comprehend there's lust and beauty everywhere. Cosmetics are fucking everywhere. They're beautiful everywhere. Yeah, most definitely wise. But that's why you just look. Yep, he's on point, she's on point, and that's it. Don't be there gawking like fuck. Undressing and everything, fucking passing boundaries in your fucking head and do the emotion that cheating. Because then what happens? You get lustful, then we go talk to baby girl, hit her up, etc., baby boy, etc. Now you're passing boundaries. You already cheated. It's just already over. Because it starts with once again the verbal part, emotional, then gets to the physical. And with that said, before I get out, because one of my phone's about to die, I got 10%. Yeah. The other question I have on here from one of my one-on-ones is say, you know, if the relationship. Oh, I'll probably answer that. Sorry if I answer this. If is the relationship over when someone cheats? And my answer to everybody, yes. That time is your choice. You can stay there. But once again, when someone disrespects, respect, they broke loyalty and trust and love. All they can offer you is what? Toxic love. What is it? Toxic love. Toxic love, lust, drama, and trauma. So take the L, walk away, and save yourself. If you choose to want to, your choice. If not, I pray for them. That's it. I did the same shit. You know, how many years are you gonna be there? Praying, planning, hoping. And so with that said, let's say I cheated my girlfriend. And here's the other question they asked me. So why are they still mad at you when you cheated 3-4 months ago? And the answer to that, boys and girls, is because remember, she didn't cheat, I cheated. Right? So that's the scenario now, wise. And she can stay there, but here's the kicker, in the back of her head, she's got to worry about this phone. I go to work, this happens all the time. I have my work wife, let's say a marriage, to make it simple. I have my home wife, right? And I have my work wife. So her and I bump heads, etc. I go to work, it happens all the fucking time. I'm sad, bitter, hateful and shit, whatever. And let's say one of my coworkers sees me, hey Rito, you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, what? Really? Because you came to work all mad or all sad, whatever the situation is. And now she starts talking to me, starts talking and vibing. And there's a scenario that girl's talking to my coworker, and she's at a relationship, her relationship shit. And what do we start doing? Talking, bitching about our exes. And from there, wise, you start catching feelings. All that bullshit involves 2 more. And then they drop the if lines, which I tell people, what's the if lines? Let's say I bitch about my ex-wife or my partner. Let's say I bitch about her, no TLC, I can't cuddle, can't do shit with her, right? So whatever I bitch about my partner to my coworker, right? She's gonna drop the if lines. If she starts catching feelings, if you and me, Rito, we have TLC. If you and me, you hold me, do whatever you want me. So what? Because she's gonna offer whatever my partner's not doing. And let's say she bitch about her dude, and I'm doing the same thing. Well, if you with me and we're dropping the if lines, we're fucking love bombing each other every which way. And guess what, boys and girls? Start with emotional cheating, and boom, lock eyes, a hug, hold longer you're supposed to hug, and boom, now we're making babies. That's why you have your housewife and work wife. House husband, work husband. Happens every day. And here's the best part. Everyone sees that shit at work and no one says shit. No one says shit at all. Like, fuck that shit. Like, yo, deadass, open your mouth. Call people out. Like, oh, why you fucking around? Aren't you married? Don't you have a girlfriend, husband, whatever the situation is? Why don't you squash that shit? Oh, what do you worry about? It's not your problem. Well, me, I'm blunt. Well, you don't tell her, I'll tell her for you. Well, we don't have problems. Like, there won't be no problem, baby boy. You see this cell phone? Use it correctly? Boys in blue, you fight the courts and judges. Simple as that. Go to your dog kennel where you deserve to be. Go to your anger management classes, DV classes. I pray for you, and that's how I go on my day. Are you a bitch? I'll be a proud bitch, free. You be a prideful bitch, lock the fuck up in your dog kennel where you begin, because that's where loose disciples deserve to go, in your fucking dog kennel. Maybe when you're in there, you think about progressing and doing better, which is your choice. What? I got choices? Everyone has choices. God gave us free will. Every day above ground, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Happy, sad, bitter, hateful, drugs, bottles, pills, whatever you want to do. Your choice. Like my choice, every day above ground. What do? See my cell phone, new followers, typically females, DMs, comments, all this shit. When I go live, I do my comments. I have 7-8 platforms. I upload all my shit. It's all basically TikToks, but all my platforms. I'm my number 1 supporter. I love what I do. I chose 3 years ago to crucify myself, my therapy, to tell a story. I have way more to come consider-wise. And they're petty ass fucking words, man. But I love it because when people read it, and once again, like analogy-wise, so you look at my face, right? What do you see? Especially face-to-face, person to person. You're going to look at my eyes, but then you got my eyebrows. And it's hard not to do that, because why? Because, like, what the fuck does it say, right? And you're trying to be respectful, right? And I tell the females analogy, it's like you ladies that are top heavy. If you're showing a lot of cleavage and show the ladies off, I'm obviously focused on your eye, but the ladies are all right here, right? So with that, I tell them, you can ask me a question. I tell females, please cover yourself up, etc. All that good stuff, right? And they'll be like, what is that? Well, and I ask them, do you know what empath narcissist is? Empathists narcissist, like, what's that? Well, let me tell you a story. And boom, Once again, typically females are the ones that ask me questions. Males are fucking scared too, especially when I talk about how we function in our shitty Spanish culture, relationships, and men in general. And they stay quiet or they get the feelings. I'll be, it's a cell phone. What they ask, why do you have a cell phone in your hand? Well, if you use the phone correctly, what am I doing? This is talking and vibing, networking, one-on-ones, like good shit. Use it correctly. We're talking and vibing. But I go, a lot of us men are narcissistic wise, and what do? I got my girlfriend, right? But I'm on the cell phone liking. I don't give a fuck about likes, but when I say, you're liking females, etc., and you're DMing females, passing boundaries and shit. Because that's when you're doing what? The phone, social media, third party, falls to the what? Jada August entanglement. They'll be like, what's Jada August? Do you know anything about Jada Smith, Will Smith? Like, no. Well, let me tell you a story. They're like considered a power couple, but they had actually an open relationship. But the rules was they both got to agree on who they're fucking with. If they didn't agree with the situation, they can't lay down with them. Well, Jada started passing boundaries with August, young cat, and boom. So instead of saying cheating, she dropped the word entanglement. That nice way to say cheating. I go scenarios like EBT. Oh, you got food stamps. No, it's not food stamps. It's called EBT. Same shit. Entanglements. Motherfuckers called cheating. Simple as that. And they'd be like, they either get serious, and then especially when it's a couple, and the girl looks at the guy, I already know what happened. He already passed boundaries on the cell phone, unless he did cheat. And then was she there, And typically the females come back when they're not there with their partners. Like, can you tell me more about that? Oh yeah, I got you. I'll break it down to the fullest. Like, did he pass boundaries? Yeah, but he actually, okay, you got the emotional cheating, did he actually cheat? Yeah, infidelity. I go, so that's why it bothers you. That's why you knew that already happened, because of the way you looked at him. And the way he got serious. So now you live with that. Like, what do you mean? You live with infidelity-wise. You live in the back of your head. Hey, John, how you doing, man? How's it going? You live with that in your head. You're accepting him in your life. He don't gotta cheat on you today, tomorrow, 20 years from now, but at the high potential you will. You died once, you want to die again? Like, that's that's in the back of your head. And then with that said, to get you in your feelings, trigger you, when he's having TLC with you, is he smashing you? Or is he smashing whoever's on the cell phone, the exes, whoever laid down with? And they get all quiet, and they'll even tear up. Like my dad told me at the farmer markets, man, you make women cry. I go, I'm not doing it intentionally wise. I'm just having an own mind conversation, elaborating, giving scenarios, and then now they're thinking like, yeah, because that's my job to make you think, and not force it upon you, but like, remember that I go on my day back home and that's it. I want everybody to talk relationship. I worked on myself and that's it. You go back to him knowing what he did. So you're accepting them. Are you okay with that? Because once again, he did it to you once. He could be doing that right now as we speak. He could say to the gym. Is he at the gym? That's a shit. You don't want to be a stalker, but do you want to live like that? Be like that. That is your choice. And that's why I say at the farmer market, like my regulars, I've been sitting there for like 10 years now, going on 11 years, right? They'd be like, dude, you're like my fruit guy in my dad's business, right? You're my fruit guy. You're my computer guy, and you're my counselor. Like, yeah, just tell a story, man. Tell a story. That's it. That's why I want to go to Seattle, because I have this conversation. That's when I go back this year, I think in a couple months when it starts. They're like, yo, more tattoos? More? Why? You know what I mean? Tell a story. Like, dude, that's enough. Like, it's nah. I go, why? It's like, why not? What do you mean, why not? I'm telling stories. They're just words, but they're specific words that we should be learning. If they're talking about empath, narcissist, in middle school, high school, guess what? All these middle school, high schoolers have a fucking better potential chance in life. They were like, you know what? Because once they comprehend, well, boys are more narcissistic, communication, no comprehension. That's why they're being lustful and shit. Then because they're narcissist traits. Then guess what? The females like, oh, you're gonna fuck with the bad guy, the bad boys and shit. They're like guy from the block. Nope, let them be. And who's gonna get in the feelings? The boys are. Right? And that's a tell the females, deadass. It's just your choice, but I recommend it. You don't want to say the last name. But do a TikTok. Yo, this is my ex, John. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Seattle-wise, this is what I dealt with. The red flags that I missed. He cheated on me, verbally abused me, potentially physically abused me, etc. All the good side. So what are you doing? Telling your story, but what's going to happen to your ex? You're going to get triggered, try to sue you for defamation. Like, first and foremost, when they cheat, they defame themselves. When they verbally physically whip your ass, they defame themselves. But they're mad because why? And the courts don't give them no fuck. Because the court want $1. They're fucking greedy. That's a narcissist trait to the fullest. About a fucking this whole universe, blue pillars, even beginning red pillars, it's about a fucking $1, dead ass. So with that said, you fucking people narcissistic, the boys, they were about what? Simple answer, which I'm put on my tattoo it. Their reputation. They don't want the fucking world to know that they're fucking man hoes and shit. That's it. Just because they're Rico Suave, pretty boys and bullshit, don't matter from the fucking niggas from the block to fucking preppies to the suburbs. When you expose them, guess what? They're worried about their reputation. So are they going to change the ways to be better or still be the manholes they are? That's the only reason they get triggered. And they'll do threats and all that corny bullshit. So I tell people, I can't speak about any country, but America is America. Call the boys in blue, ladies. Don't fucking me. Fuck the threats and potentially that can offer your dome, yes. But here's the kicker. That's why you warn everybody about your ex. They're sociopaths. Like, everyone's a sociopath, psychopath if you're fucking triggered. Why did you hear about the stories that, a little angel, she didn't heard a fucking fly, boom, she off her ex's dome and shit. Because she got triggered. Because petty words, and but then the verbal, physical abuse, and boom, here we go, these snap. Yeah, but why? Because you're living in a toxic environment. That's why I preach about environments. Every day above ground, what is your environment? Who's by your side? Is it a good person or is it a bad person? If they're toxic as fuck, narcissistic, then it's called what? A bad environment. That is your hell on earth. So what are you going to do about the situation? Are you going to stay there? Are you going to move on? Or what's the deal? And from there, wise, we can go to the matrix. The streets. Go to work. If you don't work because you're a stay-at-home wife, husband, whatever the situation is, when you go to the store, you do the laundry, you go to Mickey D's. What is that environment? You bitch about, gas is high, whatever the fuck, all this good shit. But every time I go to 7-Eleven around the block, the employees suck and it's a bad area. Well, that's your hell on earth and the bad environment. So with that said, it's toxic, obviously, right? Every time you got bitch. But it's closer. It's around the block. But if you go maybe 4 or 5, even if it's 10 fucking blocks away, you gotta go farther. But guess what? You waste, you gotta make sacrifice in life. You gotta waste more gas, right, to get to there. But it's a better environment, better area. So that's what? Heaven on earth. That's why, once again, focus on positivity-wise. Make your heaven on earth. Don't wait till you fucking die. It's all around you. But if you focus on negativity, that is your hell on earth as an individual. So why do you keep focusing on negativity-wise? Why don't you focus on positivity? Which is definitely your choice. If not, pray for you and that's it. Live in toxic love. Live in depression, anxiety, all that negative bullshit. Lucifer's side. Lucifer does not want you to progress in life. You know that, right? That's his job. He's a beast at what he fucking does. Give him his props. But like I mentioned, a little tattoo of a little devil, little angel. And in the middle, I'm going to have here the emojis of the universe. A small little eye, and then I have popcorn, fucking a couch and TV. Why? Because it's gonna be, God with little angel for God. And then say out here also the name of God. God, Lucifer, the universe. I eat a popcorn, watch free entertainment, enjoy the fucking show. You guys, all you behind the screen, hearing my shit, watching my shit, all you doing TikToks, going through breakups, talking to niggas ain't shit, women ain't bitches. Free entertainment. I was you guys. I was part of it. Now I chill with God and Lucifer, top of the mountain, chilling. Loving life, like, them is none of that bullshit. I want ever be in a toxic relationship ever again in my life. Ever. Because I comprehend now, I can't fix and save her at all. If she's going through it, I could be her friend associate. Give her a hand, pick her up 1,000 times, elaborate so she can get her life back. But I know I can't fix and save her at all. So why would I intend to be with her? Because she's beautiful, she has a nice body, she's got a zillion fucking dollars. That's cool, but every time she goes down, anyone triggers her trauma and all that shit, then I gotta pick her up. And then when she's in her feelings, there's no TLC, no cuddling, nothing's happening. Why? Because she hasn't evolved, she hasn't worked herself. So why would I put myself in that situation? Why would I put her in a situation? Like I tell these females, the one-on-ones, etc., that want to get to know me. I'm not a virgin, ask whatever you want, but I'm not trying to hurt you. You want to hurt yourself? We can try this. Remember this. I don't need you, I want you. And the day I say, they say give you a year. In a year you haven't progressed in life, guess what, Maria? It's been a year. You haven't evolved, you're still triggering shit. Yeah, I gotta squash this. And you be, but you try, you see, I told you. I'm not, I don't shed tears, you'll shed tears. In your mansion, I'm not trying to add a door pain. You already have enough with your exes. Whoever hurt you with words, I'm just trying to hold your hand, guide you to get evolved and close the doors of pain in your mansion. I don't want to add a door of pain. I'm not trying to hurt you. See, but that's me being what? Empathetic. God side, positive side. If I want to use my narcissist traits, guess what I'm doing? I'm mopping the fuck up. Knowing the fact that thousands she won't ever evolve, she won't get better, but guess what? I'm going to use her, use the TLC, enjoy it to the fullest, sell her a fucking dream. After a year, peace, baby girl, gotta go. I can ghost her and not give a fuck and move on. My narcissist traits. And she'll get destroyed every which way. Now I had a door of pain in her shit, in her mansion, in which I'm not trying to do that at all. See? My choice. That's why you lose to disciple narcissistic boys. That's your choice. That's what you do. Because that's a bad side of you. Lucifer said, hate, narcissism, pride, ego, and I'm going to get chatted pretty soon, end of the month. Lust, greed, and power. That's the bad side of you. That's why you women got to be careful with us boys. Because they're not fucking men. They're adult fucking, I don't give a fuck, they're 60 years old. They're adult high schoolers. They're boys. They didn't ever evolve. Be attracted to the potential to be, yes. But how do they carry themselves as individuals? How do they with everybody around them? Are they acting nice and being nice? To be, oh, the narcissist treats everybody else good, but your partner. We all fucking do that shit because we have tension with our partners. But we show no respect for the most part to others around us. Because we're not dealing with them. We're not dating them. We're not laying down with them. That's the shit. Everything starts with us as an individual. And that's what, then, narcissist mirror. We all fucking mirror each other. If I'm with a person that have an accent, let's say I'm with a girl that she has no accent. Obviously I have an accent. I speak fast. What's gonna happen? She's gonna mirror me the way I speak my lingo, etc. wise. Especially the longer you're an individual. You mirror each other. And vice versa. All the good shit. That's what I mean. I'm Blue Bill Talk. I'm Hispanic, Chicano, Mexican American. But I don't sound like a Mexican, quote unquote, because Mexican and Hispanics speak a lot slower, which I'm trying to learn how to slow down. I'm very mom Latina, raised in New York from Caracas, Venezuela, but she's mixed. She's like Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Brazilian. So East Coast people, especially Latinos, speak hella fast. English and Spanish. So my Spanish is worse because I speak too fast. I'm trying to slow down. That's why with my English, I'm trying to slow dramatically wise. And I'm barely learning how to do that because it's so hard to do. I'm used to speaking fast. The downfall about speaking fast is hard for you guys to understand me. I have an accent, I slur, and I fucking mumble because why? I'm exhausted. I spend so many hours on this phone, so many hours of editing, so many hours of one-on-ones. I sacrifice my lifetime and sleep for women. 90% of my followers are women. But I love what I do, but I got to make time for myself. That's why I'm learning how to slow down to speak. Especially another main reason for myself as an individual behind the screen, because when I do editing on Adobe Premiere Pro, the new one that just came out 2023 wise, they have the text-to-speech. So if you speak regular English, the AI does it automatically, pretty much word for word. I just minor editing. When it comes to myself, like I just did my recent TikTok, 18 parts. 18 minutes of my time on my cell phone, right? Boom, broke it down. And when I edited, it took me 2-3 hours to do that. Because I speak fast, I slur, I'm like, bro, now I know what people say. It's hard to understand you. Because I got to get more sleep. Deadass, I got to get more sleep, man. I sacrifice too much of my time on these phones and one-on-ones. That's why I'm trying to sleep more wise. But with that said, that's why I'm practicing to speak a lot slower. So when this live goes on my TikTok and my YouTube podcast and I use the software to edit, guess what? It's going to be a hell of a lot easier because I'm speaking a lot slower, more clear and stuff. So I apologize if you see me fluctuating, fast, slow, too slow, because I don't want to sound like, that I'm speaking way too slow. I'm not trying to, mock you or anything, saying you're dumb. Like, no, I am trying to slow down when I speak. So bear with me. That's why the downfall, I have an accent, and then speaking fast. Like, if you don't speak chipmunk, you won't comprehend me at all. That's why, people like, it's not because you speak fast, because they listen slow. I was like, yeah, you can say that, but no, I definitely catch myself. But here's the positive is, like, I'm doing better than before because, before I worked with myself 3 years ago, and did my healing, awakening, woke journey wise, I was really bad with speaking English and especially Spanish. I was speaking way faster than I am now. Why? Because toxic relationship, doing too much for individuals with my partner, my parents, the business, computers, hustle. I was doing way too much. And I just spoke like way worse than shit. My was fucking stupid. That's when I hear myself watch my old clips of my videos and stuff. Like, damn, you really gotta get used to me to comprehend me wise. That's how my one-on-ones and my family said it. They'd be like, if you speak chipmunk, you get used to them. If you would mind what's up, hey, how's it going? You'll get used to me, right? But with that said, like, especially on social media wise, I'm learning how to slow down. Because that's the way you can comprehend me wise. And on top of that wise, with the Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm doing subtitles. It helps a lot more because now you can rewind it. Okay, you look at the words first, the subtitles, right? And then you can watch it. Okay, now I comprehend what it's saying. So once again, give me time. Please bear with me. I've been speaking fast for like, 20, 22 years. So I'm trying to slow down. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get out because it's been a long day. It was a good session. Shit, 2 hours, 20 minutes. A lot. That's good. So with that, so I tell you guys, everyday above ground. Remember, this is your life. If you ever want to talk and vibe, I got you guys. Free therapy, life coach, all that good shit. I try to simplify life fast and easy for you. Like, I make it sound, once again, hella fucking easy, but I had a support team. With 10 light workers, that's what I ever heard. 10 light workers, Max's name, I let it go in 8 days. So let go 88 days. 100%, 100. 14, 17 days later, I let it go 1,000. 1,000, why? Because I had a support team. I had 10 people to talk to for 88 days. In the beginning of the healing journey, you would talk about your ex word for fucking word to all 10 of them. I was just said word for word, and I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. Like, nah, I was you. I was doing the same thing you was doing. This is the beginning of the healing journey. You will repeat yourself quite a bit, you know? So with that said, what's going on? Oops. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. Hey, Lucky Squad, I'm about to jump off. So, matter of respect to y'all, I don't got 5%. I don't want the sessions to die while I'm talking to y'all. But I love you guys and like you. Matter of respect to you. Matter of respect to, like, all the platforms for stream most definitely, but especially the Lucky Squad, because a lot of my Lucky Squad, the followers are, like, young. They're, like, 8, 10, and above wise, right? And all these little 10-year-olds, 14-year-olds reach out to me for a relationship issues. I tell them, first and foremost, you're too young for relationships. I'm going to say right now, like, I'm just being blunt. You're not ready for it, because asking what's left to you. You can't answer that. But I still have a lot of respect for them. I tell them, treat you like my kids, because I got kids. So with that said, man, with the Lucky Squad, I love you guys. Have a good night. Stay blessed. I'll probably jump on maybe Friday again, if not next week. Have a good night. Take care. Stay fresh. Be safe. I'm always in your pocket. Sorry, guys. I had to switch it up a little bit because that phone's about to die. Because I'd be talking apparently wise. But with that said, anyways, that's what this is what I do every day above ground. So remember, it's your day. It's your life every day above ground. So tomorrow when you wake up, what are you gonna do in life? Happy, bitter, sad, hateful, drugs, pills, bottles. What do you want to do? Like, and remember this real fast before I get out. Like, a lot of us have the thought idea of what I have a maniac for a reason. Suicidal, thoughts. But why? Remember this. It's that you don't want to be here, right? You're just exhausted of what? Like, remember this. Love does not fucking hurt. 1,000 does not hurt. At all. Love is healing, soothing, fucking Care Bear is beautiful as fuck. What hurts is toxic love. What is toxic love? A lot of people don't preach about that shit. Is when you love somebody, typically partners, that don't love you back. Your exes. Or your partners you speak. They don't love you back. But remember this, they don't know how to love themselves. If us men are more narcissistic, we don't know how to love ourselves. You women are more empathetic, you give us love and lust, we just give you what? Less toxic love, drama and trauma, right? We don't know how to love ourselves. Because we weren't taught how to love ourselves. So we're just winging life best as. Right? And that's why, once again, typical relationships, 95% you're both codependent, 30 days, 90 days tops, and that's it. Especially if you're 30 and under, there's several too many options. That's all it is. It starts with lust, goes with love, goes with toxic love, and the spark's over. You ban like bunnies for 30 days, 90 days tops, and that's it. But when the spark's over, you don't even know each other. You have nothing in common, nothing at all. Then what? That's the shit. That is the shit. That is so unjust, That's why you gotta protect, control your energy around people best as. And when you have TLC, that's exchanging energy every which way. I love it or hate it, it's a damn truth. That's why you gotta be very cautious who you lay down with. Like, are they a long-term potential to be, or a short-term? If it's short-term, then why are you messing with them? Which is definitely your choice. But then the downfall situation, another toxic relationship, that's your dungeon, your own sentencing, your hell on earth. Every day you come back from home, fuck, I gotta deal with him, I gotta deal with her. You're doing that shit, it's over. When you're in same household, different rooms, texting each other in the same fucking household, your shit's over. To make that shit bounce back is kind of hard. If no one's cheating on both sides, but y'all bumping heads, if you're both which typically females, you're better at it, communication comprehension. If the man starts working himself, going from a boy to a man, and actually starts trying to do communication comprehension, talking and vibing, then potentially, it's a high potential, not to be rude to you, but keep it 1,000, potentially you can bounce back. But the intent is the past, you don't dwell on the past. You take your notes, your knowledge, and you comprehend it. If you dwell on the past, the downfall of the past always comes to the present. You get a self-sabotage situation, and the intent is both sides are on the same side, man. Not relationships are not supposed to be fucking war and competitions. If you're in a war competition relationship, then you're doing teamwork, TEIAM, because you're being selfish about a situation or not giving a shit about it. And a healthy long-term relationship is what? Communication, comprehension, TEAM. It's us. So it's our people. Before I didn't preach about the whole thing with love language. My recent ex-wife a year ago, we're together for like that TikTok love story, like great jazz, right? So with that said, really fast, before I got a lot of shit to say always, but with that said, okay, locally, you might not, where I'm from Little Mexico, like my coworkers tell me, Marge, Rito, like, you're too smart for the valley. Like, especially in Spanish culture, they say brown people, I go, I know I am. Like, there's no potential here in the valley for you at all. Like, I know there's not. You should be in Seattle. You should move back to Seattle. I go, yeah, Seattle, please. Potentials are everywhere. Deadass. Especially in downtown Seattle, the north side, the suburbs, please. And fucking right there at Seattle Farmer Market. Potentials everywhere. Everywhere. They always ask me, what are you doing after work? Oh, I'm going back to the valley, back home. 3 hours, because I live 3 hours east from Seattle. Then maybe one of these days we can have coffee, chill. I'm like, yeah, maybe one of these days, But do I ask for the phone numbers? No. I keep it love, respectful. We see each other like every Saturday or every other Saturday. What's up? How you doing? How's it been? And they'll even call me out. They'll be like, all these women, nothing. Like, nah, just show the respect. I'm just chilling. The potential to be, she'll talking about it. She'll open her mouth. She won't be scared of this conversation. I go, it's all it is, just word conversations, But yeah, where I'm from, Little Mexico, please, that's the time. All you Spanish girls behind the screen, 95% you can't teach me shit in life. I'm nothing against you, but you're probably still broken codependent, especially when you're about the family, all the culture bullshit. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. Spanish boys can't teach me shit at all. 99% of you can't. 1%, man, we talking and vibing. And the whole universe, only 1%, yeah. Because I keep it around real. Us Spanish boys should work on ourselves to become men. No one's perfect, we have flaws and so on, right? That's what I'll do is just focus on that. This year is my year. It's our year if you want to work at yourself, but it's my year for sure because I'm using my narcissist traits to be sour. Lucifer side, then use my empath traits, God side, positive side. I elaborate, then I'm sweet. That's why I'm this year. I say, I'm just focusing on women and that's it. Girls and women, all you boys, fuck your feelings, I'm gonna fuck all my day. See? Being better, being bitter, hateful, etc. Yeah, my narcissist trait to get your attention. Being nice is not getting nobody's attention. Dead ass. It gets Lucifer, the disciple of the narcissist's attention. All the bad guys and bad girls, they'll mop the fuck out of you. That's why you good, what they say, good guys, good girls always end up last. Yes, you know why? Because we put ourselves last. Why? Because this is our flaw. Ready for boys and girls? Are you empathetic? God's disciples, quote unquote. You saw the good in them first. Oh shit, that's the answer? That's your answer. That's your flaw. That was my flaw. You're supposed to see the good in your... Be selfish. Being selfish is wrong. Blue pill. No, fuck that. Red pill. You come first and foremost. You gotta be selfish. See the good in yourself first and foremost. Then the potential to be. Not compare. Are you gonna match energy? Take energy. If you can't do that, you gotta... Cool. See the good in them. Fall on your face. I pray for them. That's it. And remember, you heard the answer from my mouth. So you're hearing this, watching this, because eventually this will be on my podcast, my YouTube channel, why you said otherwise, right? You heard it, right? So, I hate it. I live in your mansion rent free. So when they cheat on you, which they shall, we're really physically ask, which they shall, because that's losing the disciple, right? For now, that's their choice. Anyways, when they cheat on you, I told you the answer, right? Because you're a flaw, you saw the good in the first, not yourself. Before your head hits the ground, because they cheat on you, hit your, think of me, then hit your head. But here's the kicker: as a friend associate, give me your hand. I'll pick it up 1,000 times. You can get fucking fall 1,000 times in your face. You're my friend associate. You're not my partner. I've been there, done that. I already comprehend. I can't face you or save them, nor you. But I can heal you, guide you, support you, lift you for and show my love to you. That's all I can do for you, and vice versa. We show love and respect to each other. It's love and respect, either as a friendship or associates, whatever. I tell people I have nothing against nobody. Like, everyone's got shit in life. Everyone's going through a lot of things in life, but the intent is that you fall back, work on yourself if you choose to want to. It's your choice. If not, then keep destroying people, keep being fucking hateful, bitter, etc. It's not you're not a bad person. It's your environment made there a lot of shit, and I comprehend that for sure. Most definitely, trust me. Once again, I'm not perfect. I have a lot of flaws, but the cool thing is I worked on myself. I did self accountability, and I worked on comprehend all my flaws. I said to the top people, when you keep doing the same fucking mistakes, it's fuck your excuses. SOS stuck on stupid. 1 point you say wrong answers. You're scared to do self accountability because you're pride and ego. So I tell people all the time, like, If you keep doing the same mistakes, it's called a habit, aka an addiction. So when are you gonna break that addiction, that habit? I always cheat. So if you always cheat, you know you always cheat. Why try relationships? Well, I'm not the one they want to be in it. Then learn how to say no. I don't do relationships. I do open single relationships. But if they keep being insistent, be like, I'm just letting you know. And remember, you're not your narcissist traits. You're the empath trait. You're being 1,000 with them, being blunt. I will cheat on you. I always cheat, and that's his or her risk. Because maybe like, I'm the one. Gaslight manipulator. So maybe I'm the one that can fix, change, and save them. Cool. Do that. I pray for you, and that's it. I go my day. I was you. I sounded good with my baby moms. But man, then I was a virgin. I didn't know shit. I went by religion, culture, white people, whoever laid down with white picket fence, family, all that corny shit. Well, I say corny to trigger people. It's not corny if you're both matching energy, right? That's the shit. And obviously it wasn't the situation, but I didn't know any better. And the thing, that's what I mean, individual, once again, y'all behind the screen, if you actually a V card, have the virgin card, etc., cherish that shit to the fucking fullest. You're fucking pure. Deadass. That's me individual. Like, I was still supposed to have got a minute ago. Look, I've been going for a minute. But that's it. Anyways, let me jump off my IG before my phone shuts down. All right. Anyways, whatchamacallit, as an individual, before I get off this live in a minute, quote unquote. But I don't do like traditional ways. Like, I don't do dates. Like, what do you mean? I don't do dates. I do a date. See, dates is plural. Yes, you got I do. I taught this goldfish concept in 2008 or 09 roughly wise, right? And from older black cat, I was maybe like 29, 30 at the time, my DB class wise, and he was like 58, 59, right? And he's like, can I give you some guys advice for relationships? Like, go for it. And my classmates like, cool, I don't want to hear this shit. I was like, yo, if they don't got it here, I love talking to older people because they're older than us. They're wiser, stories, etc. wise, right? That's the best people talking about, but ask questions, right? So anyways, he's like, you know how y'all do relationships, all this good shit and dates, all this bullshit, and you get to know somebody? Like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, but here's the kicker, it takes a lot of time with that. So why don't you just do goldfish? And I was like, what's goldfish? Like, goldfish, like the card game is like, yeah. Like, what do you mean? So the concept, the breakdown is like the card game, you match each other's cards up, right? So yeah, so the concept of goldfish is, I want to get to know you today, not tomorrow. So I don't do dates. If I like a female, right? Scenario, yeah. If I like a female, I walk up to her, she's got, we're catching, eye contact, etc. Obviously we're feeling each other, right? So I walk up to them, hey, what's up? I see you scoping me out, etc. However you speak, right? And so I'm just like coming at you. Where like, are you interested? Is there a potential with it? Like maybe you're interested. Like, yeah, no, I do like you. I think you're pretty cute. Whatever. Cool, awesome. Maybe when he's going on a date, whatever you want, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to do, etc. Wise, right? Like, yeah. And that's what I tell the females. Like, hey, we do goldfish talk. Keep it 100. I see now. Keep it 1,000. Keep it 100 traditional wise, right? Because a lot of people say keep it 100, right? How many people in your lifetime kept it 100? They fucking cheat on you, destroyed you, used you for everything, family, friends, partners, right? Keep it 1,000. Why 1,000? I want everything from you. You try to sell me a dream. Let's say magically, I fucking missed something and I slipped, right? Once again, if you can lie about something so small today, you can lie about a lot of the shit. I'm not trying to get involved in that situation, right? So with that said, just if you buy me, keep it raw and real. Like, don't sell me a dream. I could drop like a ton of bricks. You become friends and associates, no partners, no friendship, nothing, just friends and associates. Just like, show you from a distance, but I won't be mean to you. That's your guilt trip, etc. You can rekindle friendships, right? But partnerships with exes, not really. It's a high risk, right? But with that said, anyways, that's what I tell the females. Keep it 1,000. I want to get to know you today, not tomorrow. We're going to talk about everything. Especially when the female has the kiddos, right? I tell them here, my number is 3 as an individual. I ask the females, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, the exact same question, but I'm going to ask you in the beginning twice, and the third time, a separate time. They're like, why? I just want to see where your head's at, spiritual, mentally, emotionally wise. Like, what do you mean? Especially once again, when they have kids, I'll be asking, yo, like, are you a virgin? They'll be like, no, I got kids. Cool, once. Are you a virgin? I just told you I got kids. I'd be cool, twice. I'm at the third time. When? Don't worry about it. One more time. We'll see in a minute. So we talk about everything, like, what you like, dislikes, all that good stuff. What I recommend when they ask you, like, how is your ex? What I highly recommend, do not verbalize about your ex as far as like, all the bad shit that to the red flags. Be hey, me, but I say, scenario X, it just didn't work out. It was toxic, and that's it. But what was the toxicity? Like, what did she do? Was she jealous, controlling? Like, just curveball them. If you do traditional ways, well, she was jealous, controlling. She partied and kicked it. She was drunk. All that shit I'm saying. Let's say, what am I doing? I'm giving her a checklist. So let's say, oh, well, she was jealous, controlling. I don't like that shit. And then say she was verbally abusive, physically abusive. I don't like that shit. But let's say the potential I'm talking to face to face. Oh shit, in her head, she's doing a checklist. Well, I'm just controlling, not today. I'm verbally physically abusive, not today. So what's she doing? She's, oh, I won't do that. I don't do that. I won't ever hurt you. Oh shit, that's a downfall. So you curveball them. Just tell them, didn't work out. It was toxic. That's it. And for them, like, what the fuck? They're curveball. Like, what do you mean? Like, well, can you tell me examples? Like, nah, it just didn't work out. That's it. That's a past. I'm over it, and that's it. Now what? You curveball them, right? And then when they ask you, like, what do you want from a partner? What do I say? I just want you to be yourself. What? Like, what do you mean? Like, no, but what do you want from me? Like a female, the potential. You want it to be like, controlling. You want it to be happy. Just be you. That's it. What? I just want you to be you. That's it. Don't be like the traditional way. Oh, be charming, loving, cuddling. Like, you get talk about that at a separate time, but not now, right? In the beginning, just once again, curveball them again. Because if you tell them, well, I want to cuddle, show you love, be affectionate, TLC, all that good shit, right? And be like, in their head, like, well, I don't cuddle, but today I'm going to cuddle, They're fucking throwing a facade your fucking favorite love story. You just don't know it yet, right? So curveball them, just like, hey, I just want you to be yourself, and that's it. Now, what happens, boys and girls? They gotta try to be themselves, quote unquote, because they have nothing to work with. When you give them something to work with, now they'll wing it and adapt best as. But they're not doing that for you. They're just doing it just for the time being. That's it, because you don't fall in your face. I promise you that. So we go back and forth with all that, right? And then that's when I tell them, okay, remember this. Now I want to talk about TLC. What's TLC? I'm not really blunt when it comes to the TLC, why it's sex intercourse. So I say TLC, tender, love, and care. Like, what do you mean? You want to talk about that? Like, yeah. Why? Because 80% of relationships fail because of TLC. One person likes it. Wrong side. One person likes it, one person loves it. So with that said, I want to know what you love about it, what you hate about it, what you dislike about it. And typically the female's response will be like, well, like, I don't really want to talk about that. Like, I got to be with you to talk about that. And be like, cool, remember that. Third question. Third time, remember that. Are you a virgin? And then typically stay quiet. Yeah, I'd be like, you don't have to answer that, but you already get an answer. Why you acting like only a virgin can act like a virgin? Because she is a virgin. She does not, and she can watch all the porn, etc. Family and friends can elaborate about TLC, but she has no physical touch, no physical emotion at all. She only has the right, to answer that and not respond to that because she doesn't know how to respond to it. You got kids, so why are you acting like a virgin? And typically, I'm not being harsh with you. I'm just elaborating. Right? But here's the kicker. Like, if you want to, I'm going to give you a scenario. What do you mean? I'm going to give you a scenario. We don't got to talk about it, right? At all. But with that said, I'm just forewarning you guys, if we do traditional ways, and I go, remember, I'm going to give you a scenario. Scenario is this. You don't got to talk about it? Cool. So we'll do a scenario where no TLC for 1 year, 365 days, no TLC at all. So we travel the fucking universe before, verbally, physical, all that good shit, fucking love each other, huggy, lovey-dovey, all that good shit, right? That's a positive. But let's say 365 days, cool, no TLC. 366 days, fine, we do TLC, right? And we do TLC. Let's say I suck, you suck, we both suck. I love this, you hate that. You love that, I hate that. I don't do this, you do that. See? So with that said, you and I wasted 365 days of our time. And both of us cannot love nor give back what? Love, time, and emotions. At all. Fucking history. Time does not stop for nobody. History's been fucking written. So we could try I'll tell you, okay, we'll try for another week, see what's up. If the TLC's not happening, I'm going to squash it. And then typically the female responds, what? So you'll leave a good relationship because the TLC, yes, I am not accepting my life. I love this, you hate that. You love that, I hate that, I don't do that. I don't like that. See? So I'm telling you face to face now, day fucking 1, not day 366. Let's talk about the TLC. And the cool thing about the situation is, when we talk about it, if it doesn't work out, I didn't kiss you, nothing. We did not lay down with each other, but we know face-to-face wise that it wouldn't work out. See? But if you want to do the risk, we could do the risk. Remember, I don't need you, I want you. If you're still born codependent, you probably still think you need me wise. And when I squash the situation, they say TLC sucks wise, my side or your side, and I squash the situation, you get in your feelings and you shed tears. And in your mansion, I had their pain. And that's not my intent. That's why I'm talking to you day one. I'm not doing dates. I'm going to do one date and that's it. If I'm too much for you, cool. Friends and associate. No hard feelings. And then against you, I go on my day. That's it. We could talk, stay friends and associates. You can block me, say I don't want to talk to you. I don't need you. I want you. There's many fish in the sea, right? And that's why me, individual, I'm blunt. That's why I say I'm alive, etc. That's how I function. I want a woman in my life that's worked on herself. She can have open mind conversations. Girls, I'm not against you, but I'll just be your friend associate. I'm way too much for you. Especially once a kid, that's it. I'm not jealous controlling. Some girls like it when the guys get jealous and shit, like, oh, because they respect me, or, I'm territorial, all that corny shit. Like, no. Baby girl, you dress how you want to dress, man. That's your choice. You pass boundaries, you have no self-will, you have emotion, physical cheating. That's on you, not on I. You do that, that's your choice. I don't own you. I'll just get up and leave. I'll be your friend. Still, I'd be hating them against you, but go be with them. What? We're just bullshitting. Go be with them. That's it. I want you. I don't need you. You don't need me, nor do you want me. Go. Maybe you need them or want them. I have nothing against you. See, I go on my day. And that's the beautiful thing about the situation when you fall back and work on yourself, do your healing, awaken, woke journey. A lot of people I keep saying this shit before I get off this. A lot of, in this spiritual community, why is 4D, 70 the matrix, even 3D, I'm 3D. I'm the referee of all universes, all realms. Then you have the 2D blue pillars. This is Japanese for them. They don't even work on themselves. I don't worry about them. You blue pillars, I pray for you, that's it, go my day. Watch my TikTok lives, pods. I say the same shit for the last 3 years, right? So with that said, when it comes down to 3D, especially the 40, 70 in the matrix, and this is me calling out fucking Facebook and TikTok and IG, right? That's where you see more of the spiritual world, especially the females, because, I'm straight all that good shit, right? Like, all you females that call yourself goddesses, like, do you know what a goddess is? Like, if you're a true goddess, I'm gonna fuck if you're OnlyFans, but if you're not a goddess at my level, you're not a goddess, you might be a demi. Because how the hell, like, that's how I said in my Facebook post, that girl blocked me on Facebook. Because I knew, like me, I'm blunt, I don't give a shit. She's talking about, I'm tired of the spiritual community, said they're all beefing, they don't know. I'm like, well, what I'm tired of is all you females. Now, I'm not speaking to you, specifically to you guys, but all you females on these platforms that call yourself goddesses that are 40, 70 rep on the matrix wise, where you're a tarot card reader, Wiccan, white magic, black magic, to the stones, astrology, all this shit, right? And then you want to call whatever term you want, star seeds, all that. Cool, use those terms, but how can you call yourself a goddess, but your OnlyFans, all your fucking platforms, you're offering less. Ladies hanging out, showing everything. You call yourself a goddess, especially when you're in toxic relationships. I tell them, make that shit make sense. How can you? I'm a god, right? Analogy, and you're a goddess. And why am I in a relationship like you are, the toxic shit? You make you fuck these guys, all this bullshit, whatever you're into. And I make my comment like, you're not a goddess. You're a demigod because you're in the spiritual world. But you're still dating fucking toxic people. Make that make shit sense. You're a tarot card reader. You give all these people fucking reading this shit. But you're living what they live in. So when are you going to get your life back? That's why I go, I'm a god, you're a goddess. This conversation shouldn't trigger you at all. If it triggers you, then you're a demi. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But you can believe you're a goddess. But once again, I'm fucking 5% repo talk. I check the whole universe. All the 5% are demigods and goddesses. We could talk and vibe, but the gods and goddesses, we chill on the mountain. God and Lucifer, I have nothing against Lucifer at all. Lucifer is a beast at what he does. Give him his fucking props. He gaslights, manipulates all you, like he did I. That's why you hear the terms consciousness, subconsciousness, consciousness, God, subconscious, Lucifer. Their words, your voice. Oh shit. That's what it is? Exactly what it is. You're like, okay, I'm a scenario, right? I'm in a relationship and my girlfriend cheats on me. God's be like, yo, sucks what happened, but take the L, walk away, save yourself. Lucifer is gonna say, no, give her a chance. Pray, plan, hope. She changes her ways, and she will. Now, what am I gonna do with it? God gave me free will. Am I gonna save myself, walk away, take the L, or pray, plan, hope they change their ways. My choice. See? Their words, your voice. That's the shit. God gave us free will. Do whatever you want to do every day above ground. Many fish in the sea. And there's a lot of fucking sharks too. You gotta be careful. And that's why I say it to my fullest. That's what I'm saying. When I get marine therapy this year, y'all see it. And when it's gonna say here, my little devil, little angel, and it's gonna say it there. It's gonna say God, Lucifer, yin yang, consciousness, subconscious, right, wrong. And my elbow gonna say fucking good, bad, good, evil, whatever I put on here. Why do you have all this? Because they're simple fucking petty words to simplify life for everybody. Are you good? Are you evil? Are you God or something? Lucifer, what is it? But with that said, once again, trigger warning, everyone's got BPD, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, and empathy, narcissistic personality disorder. If that's not true, two simple questions. Why are you in your feelings? Why do you get your petty ass fucking words? They are just words. That's all they are. But to you, when you do reactive abuse, you become potentially verbally and potentially physically abused with somebody. Because of petty words. You catch a case because your pride and ego. That's the loser side. He owns that shit. But with that said, Bible talk, Genesis 2:16-17. That's why we all have BPD. Everyone in the universe has that shit. That's why, like, as parents, you see your kiddos. Like me, I can see my kids. Two of them, like, one of them, I tell them, yo, when I hear you're in juvie, I won't be surprised. When I hear you're in jail, I won't be surprised. And you're my own kid. I'm like, well, guess what? I can't figure to say you. I can hold you and guide you. I can tell you exactly why you did what you did. Now, you heard it. Communication, you can say, fuck me, me, that. I don't die petty words. You do. If I tell it to you, you'll get demolished. I tell my kids, if I want to ruin your life, traumatize you more, I can leave all 8 kids. Peace gotta go like he's dead. Like Lucifer's disciple, that be fathers and shit. But yes, I get it. We all go through shit in life, most definitely wise. But you can do, at least try to see your kids. Right? They didn't ask to be here, right? And it's a general cycle and so on and so on. So with that said, you can try. So I tell them, I can just get belief, peace, leave the whole fucking universe, get off these platforms, go MIA. I go, and then I'll traumatize you more in your life, as it is, you're already traumatized. But now I know what I know to the fullest, and I'm sorry, but sorry can't fix you. But what I can do is keep in the present and elaborate best as, and tell all my kids, don't be like your father, have a bunch of kids. Don't be like me, man, because you want to do the inner cycle, then do so. You want to join the baby mom, baby father crew, then do so. But here's the benefit in our situation with you and all my kids, is that your mother's side and my side of my family, none of them from Washington State all the way to Mexico, back to Malta and Spain, they can't teach you none of this shit. Because in this culture, we're not taught this shit. We're not taught to go to fucking get therapy counseling. As men, keep, fucking man the fuck up. Don't be a bitch, shed tears. And that's why our fucking relations are fucking shit. So I tell Spanish women all the time, stay there like your mom, dad, auntie did, and grandma. And look at them miserable as fuck. They act like they're happy and bullshit. Oh, well, men fuck around, they cheat. When they get older, they do better. Like, yeah, do you know why people that are narcissistic do better when they get older? Because these bodies are fucking weak as fuck. When you're narcissistic wise, when you're younger, you can get fucking raised the fuck out, get pissed off. But when you get older, especially you don't take care of yourself, you become unhealthy, you don't go to the gym and shit, then you can get what? Strokes and potential heart attacks. Because why? Stress is a killer. Oh my gosh, I have a title on it for a reason. Because it is a killer. Your body talks to you when you're stressing. Why do you think you age faster? Why do you think like shit? Why do you think like you see TikTok, before they hook up with somebody, they're happy with self-love, all that good shit, getting dolled up. Their relationship, they lose a disciple, they look like shit, look horrible, right? Gain weight, they don't take care of themselves. Guys, male, females, they go to shit. Because once again, relationships can make you, break and never destroy you. And that's where we fucking question our self-worth. Worry about rejection, all this bullshit, because relationships. We got so the biggest dream in the universe not knowing. Deadass, and it sucks. But the cool thing about social media, using the phone correctly, we're talking and vibing. I'm just telling a story. I'm telling the answers for the whole universe. I challenge all therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists in the universe. Get all your life coaches, relationship coaches, and chart creators on all platforms. Worldwide, universe-wide. 95% can't teach me shit in life. And I will trigger them, especially all the therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists. If you're not in JP level, Jordan Peterson, I'm too much for you. And I would trigger you and be like, oh, you should take the fucking BPD, the DSM-5 test. Why the fuck don't give a shit about a man-made test? Let's make it 2023 test. You and I, all you therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists, life coaches, relationship coaches, not chart creators, priests, bishops, Buddhists. You and I would do a dual live. All the fucking universe watches this. That's a true test. And everyone can study both of us. Who gets triggered? You raise your voice, I can raise my voice also. But I just keep it very simple with straight truth. And when you get triggered, be like, oh, look at you got triggered. But you're a therapist, kind of psychiatrist. You're a Buddhist priest. How? I don't know you. They're just words. But these words mean a lot to you because you didn't work on yourself. You forgave. Obviously, you can't forget, but you haven't let go of those words. And that on me for a reason. But with that said, yo, I'm about to get off. So love y'all. Have a good night. Stay blessed. I tell you, I'm always in your pocket. I tell you, all these platforms, you know, Facebook. What else, Steph? Thanks for being here. We got to chop it up. It's been a minute. 3 years supporting me. Man, respect to you. You know, Big O Squad, myself, because I'm recording myself on my platforms. Twitch side, Clubhouse, IG, I shut it down. Likey, I shut it down. And no TikTok, because remember on TikTok, which I will do a TikTok about that, but we're not posting on TikTok because I'm being watched and I got an account warning for once again talking about OnlyFans. Talking about, you know, oh, with that said, real fast, which I'm going to call it. So no one talks about it. I'm surprised no one's fucking caught on yet. But on TikTok wise, which I'm going to call it, or OnlyFans wise, it pretty much is legal prostitution now. How so? Because why? When the girl says, if you want to be my video for $200, you can join in. Welcome to legal prostitution, boys and girls. So imagine a girl being, you know, a prostitute in the streets, a high-class escort, and she's a stripper, barista, OnlyFans, and she's on these lives. She's getting 5-6 paychecks. If you're smart about it, you don't have no one involved in your, which is definitely your choice in your fucking OnlyFans. And you go lives, you do your OFs, go fucking bikini stand this shit. You got 3 paychecks, you know. On all these platforms, you got 4 or 5 paychecks, and you're not laying down with nobody. That's what I tell the ladies OnlyFans. I have nothing against you. Make your fucking money. You're gonna make more money in your lifetime than my lifetime. But here's the kicker between you and I: you can't teach me shit in life. You're beautiful, nice body, all that good shit, $1 zillion fucking dollars. But all the tattoos on my neck, you have all that anxiety, depression. When that guy verbally, physically destroys you and cheats on you with your shell and destroy you, remember this: when you're dying and crying and sitting on your knees, you know, shedding tears, you're rich, money, power, beautiful, BBL, everything. And that's gonna fix you and save you. I'm being sarcastic now because it can't fix you and save you. You have the money, power. You don't have the financial issues. But with that said, you're like a lot of us, like 95% of the universe, still broken, codependent, and you're looking for love and happiness in people and man-made bullshit. But you won't ever get that there. You'll get band-aids to happiness and love there. Yes, band-aids. Because everyone's going to get fucking cut you. And you know, you have wounds everywhere. When you heal your wounds and you forgive and you let go, now they become scars. Scars are what? You can look at a scar, it's fully healed. It don't hurt at all with the shit. Like, I have this big, it's hard to see, but I have a big old scar here, right? And I have little cuts, but they still like, they're healing, but they're not healed because I touched my certain cuts. It's been weeks, months, because the older you get, your body starts slowing down the healing process. In the physical part wise, they hurt. I bump a fucking feel like, gosh damn, it's like I see a scar, but it's not a scar yet. It still hurts. So with that said, so the thing is, the answer to life is when you love yourself with, you know, mind, body, heart, soul, soul of 1,000, you will comprehend that true happiness, unconditional love, support starts for the person in the mirror. You, first and foremost. Not your kids, not your parents, not nobody else. Like kids, you know, they'll give you unconditional love for now, but the kids grow to be adults, and you can treat your kids to the fullest kindness, and they go through their own personal issues, right? They can graduate, like all my kids, they get 18 years old, leave that fuck you piece, gotta go, and they don't gotta ever talk to me. As an individual, I won't get my feelings about it at all. I'll be like, hey, well, I'll just tell them, there's a doors there, you can come back 20, 30 years from now. You know, tell me sorry, but yo, you doing good now? You doing better in life? What? Because I know you probably went through things in life and you don't gotta talk to me about it, but I'm here for you. And so on and so on. That's why I tell people, when you need people, you're broken codependent. That's what I say, 95% of you is broken codependent. Anyone leaves your life, especially your partners, you will shed tears. You get your feelings. Your day goes to shit. And that's why you got to be very, very careful, especially middle school, high schoolers, because you want to go to college, right? But you go to college, go through the breakup, they cheat on you. What happens to you? You drop out of college, you lose your job and shit, you lose everything. Fault, and then you potentially hit rock bottom and go to man-made bullshit, drugs, alcohol, pills, off your dome, over one individual. But that's the downfall of codependency wise, because you think in your head, I need them in my life. The downfall when you need them, you're gonna devour yourself. And it's gonna hurt fucking bad. And you're gonna be there for fucking, look at me, 39 years of my life to figure that shit out. And comprehend it. Why do you think, as an individual, but now as speak, as an individual, my last 3 years, I love, if you go to my playlist, my Spotify and bullshit, I love depressional music, suicidal music, breakup music. For me, it's fucking heaven on earth. Because I won't ever feel any of those feelings. No anxiety, no depression. Like, she cheated. They verbally, physically, nothing. Like, I don't miss none of those feelings. I comprehend them. I was that. Why do you think people go to the gym? You gym brats. You're physically strong. Yoke the fuck up. Right? That's good. Take care of the body. You gotta take care of yourself, right? But spiritual, emotional, mentally up here, you're fucking weak. You're overweight. You ain't shit. Especially, that's me, like my one-on-ones and locally, like, yo, you work out to that? How? I go simple because I comprehend the words. I comprehend the emotions. I won't ever be intoxicated. I don't need her. I want her. It hurts you because you potentially forgave them. You can't forget, right? Because you're hearing it and it's fucking you up. Because you hear all these certain songs, remember all your exes, right? I tell them you gotta let them go. What? You gotta let them go. I say you have to. The trigger, you should want to let them go. But yes, I'm sorry they verbally, physically whooped your ass. They fucking probably destroyed you each way, right? But remember this, they don't know what they are. They're loose with the disciples, the fullest. But for now, what do you mean? Everyone can fake change and save themselves whenever they're ready to, which is definitely their choice. They don't have to, they should want to. So with that said, that's why they don't hurt me at all. They hurt you because you're still going through it. And that's why when you hear the song, it fucking makes you want to shed tears potentially wise. You get flashbacks, right? It's just a song. They're just words. But to you, they're meaningful because you haven't let go of your exes. That's why. And then you still fucking waste your energy on them. Why? Why don't you waste energy on you, the person in the mirror? But yes, I get it. It takes time. But the cool thing is, when you have a support team, maybe locally wise, you have no support team. On this phone, like my peoples locally, I'm considered fucking crazy. Especially in little fucking Mexico brown culture, our shitty culture. But do I give a fuck? No. My people is you guys on this phone. I go on my live, my TikToks, all these platforms got DMs all day, every day. Why? Because I'm very blunt. I keep it 1,000 raw and real and get very fucking straight to the point, and that's it. I'm out here to sell a big ass dream. Why? I want you to get your life back. That's what I do now. For that's what I do in my life. I want everyone behind the screen to get the life back. For sure, women, yes, but men also. We should not be at war with each other at all. We should be loving and respectful to each other. The downfall, we don't know where we are. We don't know how we function, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Females, once again, women ain't the issue. Yes, you have narcissistic women, yes, but that's to simplify it easy for you. That's your people that are fucking preppies, snobby, and then from niggas from the block, they're like I is, people in the streets, the hoods, ghettos. There's the answers for everybody. Avoid them people best ass, then you're good. And maybe somebody else is working on themselves. But that's why, what are we doing? Online conversation. The intent to talk to each other and have a conversation. If you can't do that, it's not going to work out. And typically, once again, it's not the women, it's the men. Dead us. So you females, stop beating yourself up that you're the issue. We all have problems, yes. But you guys, for the most part, you ladies, are more empathetic. You guys do communication. Well, ladies wise to be happy, whatever. But communication comprehension. You offer love and lust. You want to give also the potential to be. The downfall, you give it to the wrong people because, like I did, you saw the good in them. That's your flaw. Please stop people pleasing and seeing the good in people. See the good in yourself first and foremost. Like, especially as potential. Like, you see good in people in general, yes. Everyone's got good in them. But remember this, you can't phase change or save them. You can't mold them to be better. Maybe I can mold them, change to be like I. Now you can try as a friend associate, sure. Not as a partner. You can try as a partner, but I promise you'll destroy yourself every which way. Because you can't fake change save nobody. And that sucks. It'd be nice if we could, right? But everyone's unique. All of us behind the screen, you're all unique. Everybody has their way of speaking, thinking, etc. But we all have very similar stories. But it's your choice if you want to get your life back. It's your choice if you want to be in a healthy relationship. As an individual, you see? I just focus as individuals. If they want a relationship and they're match energy, then potentially it can work out. And remember, there's nobody, not even I can verbalize it, but remember, you don't have to believe none of the shit I just told you. Nothing I just told you. And that's why I love TikTok when I say this. Because TikTok, it's my algorithm is all positive talk and that very, very little about narcissists, right? So with that said, like, a lot of us do traditional ways of building walls. And once again, that's why I love TikTok. Because everyone that's awake and woke on my level, the last, because you got the healing journey, awakening journey, awakened, and woke. Us that are awakened, woke, demigods and goddesses and gods, which I'm gonna call it. All of that has our analogies and metaphors, right? So, traditionally speaking, wise, a lot of us build walls, especially females. You build walls, right? So, which is very true. That's once again, love TikTok. The downfall about walls is you can't see behind the wall. So let's say there's the potential with somebody, wise, you build your walls, you don't give them a chance at all. Because your walls are hella high, right? And I get it. You've been heard this thread. I get that most definitely. But once again, TikTok wise, if you build fences, the cool thing about fences, you can see through a fence, behind the fence. Well, if there's fucking open wide, but let's keep it simple. Behind the fence, you can see it. So you can talk to everybody, even potentials, or even non-potentials wise. But it also the conversation. Judge me and read me. Once again, I use myself as an example. Brown person with a tattoo. You have the right to judge me. Gangbanger, mafioso, drug dealer. Look, hoodlum, nigga from the block and shit. It hurt my feelings. Now read me. What do I talk about? How do I carry myself? What are my platforms about? When you see me in the streets, how am I? Am I there gawking at the females and shit, body hopping like crazy? Or I'm just chilling doing my thing? That's what you should do. And also the conversations. Facial expression, tone of voice, body language. I'm talking to you, or I'm talking to my channel to females, and vice versa. You channel male, etc. It's all the answers are in your face. All the answers are. But with that said, if you accept them, let those red flags slide, then go back to what you know. And a lot of us date our exes not knowing. And deeper than that, wise, we typically date our fathers because typically us males are more narcissistic wise. That's why we're used to toxic love. We're not used to love. We don't even know what fucking love is. Especially healthy love. We don't know what that is. We see in the movies, it fucking feels good, right? It's a good feeling to watch and observe. You see others. Like, a toxic relationship, right? And you observe others, like, damn. Like I did. You fantasize, like, fuck. Like, why can't I have that? Look at them. Bullshitting and hugging and all that shit. I don't have this shit by my side. Like, why can't we have that at home? And that's why potentially you fucking go out your relationship and do infidelities and bullshit. The downfall is, you didn't break up correctly wise and you didn't work on yourself. And this can just be a temporary feeling again. And you didn't hurt them because once again, you didn't work on yourself. That's the shit. That sucks, man. But, alright, I'm going to take it off day by day baby steps. 3 hours of love, holy shit. No, just what I said, my intent was to only be an hour. I gotta limit myself to an hour because once again, I'm literally like 13, 14 months behind on my YouTube and podcast. Because I gotta do so much editing and I do a lot of one-on-ones. So with that said, I gotta get out, guys. So love you guys. Have a good night. If potentially might be back on Friday. If not, I'll jump on next week again because I gotta catch up myself. So have a good night. Stay blessed. Remember, day by day, baby steps. I'm always your pocket. On all these platforms, DM me, comment. Don't be shy. I do once again free therapy, life coach, all that good shit. I just focus on you to get your life back because I promise you 1,000. If you work on yourself as an individual, you can get your life back. You can actually finally feel happy with yourself. Love that person in the mirror. Remember, we're all fucking aliens. Everyone has their own beauty. We have cosmetic, our own personal issues. You can fix your teeth, fix your nose, fix your body, BBLs, all that good shit. But if you have worked in your mansion, you'll still be ugly up here. You'll be ugly, fat, and stupid, spiritually, emotionally, mentally wise. And then when people hurt you with words and it just demolish you more and more, you're just fucking digging the hole, which is retarded. It's not the intent, but it will happen. If you focus on the person in the mirror and have a good support team and a good environment, you can progress and evolve in life. I promise you can. And once again, I make it sound easy, but add a support team. I had 10 people to talk to for 88 days. Imagine having fucking fish in this phone. Ladies, you run the fucking universe, man. Make a TikTok. You have fucking so many people support you which way. As long as a holy hand guiding you. Because people, so remember, when you're doing good in life, You got a lot of haters, right? At first they support you, make you feel good, all that good stuff, but when they see that you're progressing more than they are, and you just started your healing journey, whatever the situation is, right? They get jelly, they get jealous. Because why? Because you're surpassing them, but it's not supposed to be a race nor competition. That's why you got to be careful with your support team also. And you'll see them because of the way they act setup-wise, but that's why you have a good, healthy support team, you will evolve in life faster. That's how people, to call out the whole universe, right? To get you your feelings, and to, have me in your head wise, your mansion, to call you out wise. In this lifetime, it took me 39 years of my life. 39. So if you're fucking 10 years old, once again, it's been on my platform, 30 years old hearing this shit. So you're 30 years old hearing this, right? You have 9 more years to beat me. 9 years? I got 9 years? That ain't shit. Time goes so fast, it's retarded. So remember this, if you surpass me, and you're 40 years old still talk to relationship, 45 years still talk to relationships, I'm like, yo, I'm older than you by fucking 9 years. So when you're 40 wise, I'm 49 quote unquote, right? That time being, I've been blessed since I was 39. I want you to be blessed. I want you to beat me. I tell my one-on-one, especially females, I want you to beat me. I'm gonna hold your hand, guide you so you do beat me. So you do comprehend what's coming with you, what you're dealing with. Because all you do is you're dealing with your heart and feelings. You don't need him. You should want him. But he's your kryptonite. And he's the only one that can hurt you because you physically laid down with them. You're still in a trauma bond? Yes, kid. In your head, I need him. That's what they say, trigger warning. Real fast, trigger warning. Addiction, loneliness, trauma bonds, all you go what? Codependency-wise. You believe you need them. The only person you need is the person in the mirror, and that's it. That's the answer for the whole universe. You should want them if they want you. But obviously, they're not matching your energy. They're taking energy. See? The answer's right there, but you're the ones that are working on your healing. Awaken a woke journey to forgive him, not forget and let him go. He doesn't have to give you closure. And even if he does give you closure authentic-wise, you probably still won't be satisfied because you'll be mad and bitter, hateful that he fucking cheated on you. He destroyed you. He took, 8, 9 years, 4 kids of your life. Yes, he did. He did. And it's over now. And that's why you have to, quote unquote, accept it. You gotta let him go. If not, then he owns the door of pain, and you fucking sit there in misery. And it's gonna suck. So I'm just trying to hold you and guide you still. You don't do what I did. But lucky in my situation, in my mansion, I didn't have that many doors of pain. I had so many, once again, 5 relationships, and the last door of pain was child trauma. And that's the cool thing about the situation, when you let go of your parents, especially typically us fathers more narcissistic wise, then you can't really have this conversation with your parents wise. If they're open minded, they might have it, but then you have language barriers, culture, etc. wise. They don't have to have this conversation with you. That's why when you let go of your parents and close that door of pain and the closure for yourself, you just show them love in your own way. Even though you see your parents still fucking beefing and bullshit, etc. wise, they don't know this at all. They're winging life like you was winging life. And that's the shit. So you just hold the hand, guide him, and show them love in your way. How about that? Like my parents, I tell you, they can't. None of my family can't teach me this shit. They couldn't. They're just traditional. The general cycle. When you break the general cycle, you'll be considered crazy, because you can't beat the matrix. You maintain the matrix, but now you comprehend it. All I see is square circle, and bad, narcissistic, good, and bad people. But that's all of us, within all of us, right? So with that said, that's why you just keep it cool with your parents, man. Try to be if you have kids, be a better parent now. Whatever you said in the past has been written, but that's what you tell your kiddos, tell my kids, sorry for hurt you with my words. And I know, comprehend that words go deeper than a knife, and the intent not ever do that to you again. But you might do what I did to you to others, to your siblings, when you get older, to partners, because what I've done, because I traumatized you. That's the shit. But that's that time of kids. I am talking to you. I'm giving the answers. You don't have to comprehend anything I just told you. But I'm your father, right? So that's it. When I see you doing what I did, or what your mother did, I will call you on your shit, and that's it. And you don't have to comprehend me. You can block me, get mad at me. I don't give a shit. I don't die words, you do. But I want you to get your life back faster than I did. I already know the answers. That's what I told my kid. Let my voice down me. Because they're young. They already have all these tattoos. I'm telling a story. You're too young for the conversation. But when you're older, I will elaborate. And I'll break it down for you. Because as all parents say to the kids, I want you to do better than I did. But I really mean that to the full 1,000 because I know the answers now. Especially in the shitty Spanish culture, especially in the Spanish relationships. Our relationships are fucking shit. Dead ass, man. So all you Spanish people hearing my shit, get in your feelings. Boys, 99% you can't do me shit. 90%, 95% of women can't do me shit. But it's okay. I take it back, women and girls. But the cool is the girls and the women, the Spanish women will vibe me because they know I'm calling them out because I'm telling you, stay there like your mother, auntie, grandma, mother did. Enjoy the toxic relationship. Be like them. Live this lifetime miserably. That is your choice. I did the same thing, praying, planning, hoping, winging life for the reins of my life, trying to figure this shit out. Not comprehended. So with that said, I'm about to get off, guys. Once again, love y'all. Day by day, baby steps. Remember, everything starts with you. Tomorrow, when you wake up above ground, you know, if you pray to God, if you whatever your God is, just be happy, yo. Bless another day of life. You know, do what you can to make your life better tomorrow, a little bit better. And I promise you, if you do day by day baby steps, making, you know, protecting, controlling your energy, right, be best as an individual, then you'll be blessed. You'll have less stress in life. Stress is a killer. It fucking definitely is. Your body talks to you. Why do you get sick and all this crazy shit? Your body starts reacting. Anxiety, depression, anxiety attacks, panic attacks. What's triggering you? Like, don't be scared of your triggers. Whatever triggers you, work on that. Like, why am I sad? Tomorrow I wake up, scenario, I tell you my one scenario. You slept good, no bad dreams, cool. You woke up this morning, nothing bad. Cool. So from this morning or tomorrow morning till whatever time, noon, now you got sad, now you got hateful, now you got anxiety, depression. What triggered that? Talk to yourself. Like, you have a support team, right? I like great jazz. But none of us can't fix it or save you. So you're the best therapist in the universe because you're unique. I don't know what you're thinking of, vice versa. I'm about to get off this life. I can off my fucking dome. I can put drugs like all pills. You don't know what I'm about to do. I could be Mr. Positive, all this shit, and tomorrow you hear that off my dome. Because I was going through my mental health, whatever scenario is, right? You don't know what I'm thinking of, vice versa. So with that said, you're your best therapist. Talk to yourself. When you're triggered, why am I sad? Why am I mad? Why do I have anxiety? Observe your environment. Maybe you saw a couple walking together and you missed that shit. I mean, I missed my ex. Or like me, when am I gonna have that? Like, that looks fucking beautiful. Why can't I hold my girlfriend's hand? Why can't I hug her, etc.? Right? And you're like, fuck. And now I'm sad. Because why? I can't have that at home. Because everyone has their own love language, you know, etc. Why? That's why in the beginning, please, ladies and gentlemen, express your love language. How do you function? What do you want from a partner? I want my partner to hold me, cuddle me, and fucking whatever. Tell me I'm beautiful every day in my life. Then tell your partner the potential to be with. That's what you want. You know, not need. That's what you want. So they'll be on the same page. If not, then, well, I don't do that. It's not going to work out. I promise you that. It's just a competition with each other. But love y'all. Have a good night. Stay fresh. Day by day. I'm tired. Day by day baby steps. Remember, don't ever feel alone. I'm always in your pocket. So every day above ground. Along on these platforms, still alive. God give me another day to live. I tell a story and that's it. So stay fresh. Have a good night. Ciao. Later, Steph. Later, Facebook Squad. Take care. Be safe. Love y'all. Have a good night. Later, Bigger Squad. Love you guys. Have a good night. Stay fresh. Take care. Be safe. Pardon me. I'm tired, exhausted, and slurring. And speaking fast because I'm trying to get off. So love y'all. Take care. Be safe. Ciao. Oh. Me guys, take care. Day by day, yourself. Ciao. Twitch side. Boom. Post now. What the fuck? Oh, don't tell me that's my. Oh, I think that's my. No. Okay, cool. Well, Twitch side, I'm about to get off, guys. So, love y'all. Have a good night. Take care. Stay fresh. Be safe. Ciao.